Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of like, so like, you kind of have to balance up there a little bit, right? Because like the game's a very solved game, and like people are going to copy what they're going to do. So if you let them be too out of control at the top, it's going to be a nightmare for things that people watch, like MDI and Race the World First and that sort of thing.
Now the question comes into play: is who am I buffing?
Well, I know that balancers are raping with it. So
Okay, so you ready for this cool fact? Usually on a Brewmaster, anything that gives like a flat amount of armor is usually reduced on a brewmaster because they have like almost no armor. Like if like I don't know if Makus is doing it, but like,
Yeah,
like
that's
he probably
stagger,
has
right?
he probably has about 5,000 armor. And I bet you most DPS that open up their stat sheet and look at their armor, they probably have that much or more, right?
5,674.
Exactly.
I've
It's
got,
because
I've got
they
9,000 armor. Holy shit.
yeah, it's because a brewmaster uses stagger to compensate for that sort of thing.
Yeah,
But
I like
that,
stagger.
that armor buff applies at 100% effectiveness to brewmaster, which is almost a 10% DR while it's active for physical damage on them, which is a insane amount on a tank. But if I was to get that same if I was like my warrior was to get that same thing, I'd probably gain like 2 or 3%.
All I know is our rotation doesn't change on this boss, so I have another day to figure it out.
Really, Pat?
Yeah, my
Oh.
like my monk, which is like 445, has quite good gear. My sims showed me is if I was to put on a like to beat my socketed Aeronog ring, my 421 socketed Aeronog ring, a crafted ring was about 110 DPS better. That's it. Even after the nerf to the Aeronog. But the amulet's trash. The amulet's dead. Like no one should be using that shit for damage anymore. That skill being signet though is not great.
Am I in the wrong instance, I guess?
Do you see most of the raid?
No.
You're in the wrong instance.
Yeah.
Guess I just got here too early.
Yeah, probably.
Was this normal? Am I losing my mind?
Yeah, I think we're doing normal skip still.
No,
it's heroic.
Oh, is it heroic?
Heroic.
Yeah, but now I'm a stylish Draenei. Looking good, feeling good, doing more damage, you know?
That's how I parse. Is I stare at that tail and I'm like, whoa,
A nice long tail.
brain overpowered.
Like, almost to the floor, you know?
Yo, how long does a race change take? Can I do that on break?
Nope, don't do it. In mine that I did it, I started it at 6:30, I'm Central. I started it at 6:30. It wasn't done until 7:10. I was starting to get worried.
Oh god.
Yeah, you gotta do those late at night, I think. Last time I did mine anyway. If
Mine-
you want it fast anyway.
It did air out one because I had like a fucking dig map.
Oh
in my
god,
map,
all
so,
of my
like-
talents for dev has changed. I forgot. I gotta reset it.
Like,
Wait, it wouldn't let you do.
I just ran one in less than 3 minutes.
yeah, if you have mail, you're not allowed to like
Oh,
do any
okay,
change,
yeah.
like race changes or you can do race changes, but you can't do like faction changes or server changes with mail. Okay, so what do you guys might know this, but I know they're opening up like the cross realm trading, but like they turned it off because it was like causing lag issues. Does that mean like you can do like war quarters cross server and stuff like that too?
No, like you can literally just open trade cross server.
Hey, I have a very important discussion to have with somebody.
Yes, I have a small penis.
Does anybody know if they have fixed the plater, like if there is a plater script to fix the glowing on dots specifically. 'Cause mine don't work right now. So
You're
there's
talking about-
multiple
you're talking
plater scripts to blink your dot when it's about to run out, and it currently does not work. Anybody know anything about that?
Mine was working just fine.
Mine just gives fucking errors over and over and over.
Yep.
And there is some funky shit going on my fucking frames right now. I'll tell you. Listen,
I could send you my plater script if that.
that would be great.
helped anything.
I'm about to show the degeneracy that I'm gonna.
Is it from your, Danny, is it from your profiles? Because I fixed mine.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Look at,
Or from
look at
your
my nameplates
buff.
and look at the shit that is happening on my nameplates and Retalk right now. It is fucking wild what is going on.
Hold on, let me see where I fixed mine and let me tell you if I fixed yours.
If you go through it, can you stream it? Because I need the fix too.
No, we do this later. But if you have a fix, I need it eventually.
Those hieroglyphics?
I
what are
don't
those
know.
Bubbles.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Oh, I got combo points, dude. Look great.
Failing. Oh my god.
It does look like combo points.
Yeah, you got boomkin combo points, dude.
I mean, mine works. I don't know how to tell you where mine comes from, though.
Yeah, I think I just needed a script.
So what you're saying is don't put prescience on you. Got it.
Oh, I mean, it's just
We're
fucking.
going? What's going on?
Huh?
What?
I think that was just a reset.
I'm sorry, I got a little freaked out.
We were having a very serious conversation like literally 2 seconds ago, so you know.
I need Norris's cockies.
What?
You heard
She
me.
wants to give him the healing and not me the healing.
By the way, so, formal announcement, if you get a BOE and heroic, you can just keep it.
Let's go!
Fuck, give me my gold back.
Can I have mine from last week back?
No, because you're sold for 400k, so that's why.
What?
Why would you tell him? Now he's in shambles.
He's barking.
Oh, finally, Norris's cockies. Thank you.
All right, this is the first time I'm using full moon, so it's gonna be interesting.
I thought you said
Alright,
you weren't
can I have
gonna.
at least
I'm gonna try
100k
it.
of
I'm gonna
that,
try it.
please?
Nah, you can lick my butthole.
No!
And
Whatever.
Is that?
I'm not ready!
Good luck trying. Probably shake all over the place.
Yeah,
I
maybe
guess that 45
lick.
seconds to figure it out.
Danny,
Oh, I wish you
Hi.
could do that.
I sent you my plater profile.
Thank you.
When I go try to export my profile, it errors out. I can't send the script, the text. I'll try to reload after this boss and see if I can send it. Because mine blinks after like 5 seconds for Sunfire and Moonfire, if that's what you're talking about, I assume.
Yeah, it's.
And Astral Smoller and shit, yeah. So you'll probably like mine more, I guess, just because Boom can.
Oh, mine doesn't do any of that shit, so.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bloodlust. Blistering twilight. Soon. Dread rifts. Wings of extinction. Soon. No. Wings of extinction. Hellsteel carnage. Ooh. Sa. Blazing Hellsteel carnage. Sa. Blazing breath. Soon. Hellsteel high energy. Rays of anguish. Helping. Hellsteel carnage. Helping. Soon.
Vulcan, where are my buffs?
You don't get any.
You're shaking around too much. I can't get you.
Well.
2 people have been chosen. You are not one of them.
That's rude, dude.
Dread rifts. Dread rifts. Hellsteel carnage.
If those 2 people would fucking stay near me.
I'm standing with banks. We episode.
I'm like in melee.
Wings of extinction. No. Wings of extinction.
I'll come spam by you.
Sa. Blazing soon. Rays of anguish. High energy. Helping. Soon. Helping.
James, you're dead.
See you.
Yeah, yep. I definitely.
Dread rifts.
Never mind.
Means of extinction soon. No.
James, you died.
Yeah.
Did James die? I can't tell.
He died.
What happened to James?
He died.
Are we sure?
I'm checking. Yes, he's dead.
High energy.
Probably knows why he didn't get the buff then. Is this a head to rashok sort of angle?
Yeah, so we need to do everything in here except for zskarn and Magrex.
Oh, nobody res him.
Yeah, I don't
I'm pulling
res
back.
people. My bad.
Alright,
My bad.
it's fine, team. It's fine. I'll just.
Pulling
wait.
back.
do
I'm
get-
pulling back.
We do get stuck in combat a little bit after the fight ends, so you know.
I forgot. I mean, I know I talked about
Dynamic.
it like 6 times, but I forgot.
I couldn't
Dynamic,
click on
you
him
get
to
to
res
press
him.
extra buttons. Are you happy?
Kept shaking around.
Yeah.
Wait, Panamic, that's not a threat of the marijuana or the weed or whatever it is.
What?
It was ginger ale. That's not a type of weed.
That's what you think.
Is it a
What do
type?
you know?
I don't know. I didn't. I don't know.
Guys did died. Why is there all of a sudden like giant shields on their head? The fuck?
Huh?
Who did that?
I think it's from
I think it's the dragon.
Ash, or is it dragon?
I don't know.
What?
It might be a dragon.
I went this.
I don't quite know what I'm doing, if I'm being honest.
All of a sudden, like 6 people or 5, probably 5, got pretty big shields.
Me. I do that.
Yeah, like Vlad. Vlad has a big shield.
No, I do that.
I have shield amendments up right now.
Damn, Vlad, look at your shield.
Or Candace, I'm the one who does it.
You're doing that?
Yes, when I breath, when I do my little dragon
Your
fly
fire
across
breath?
the sky bullshit.
Oh no, that big breath.
Yeah, when I
Big
do
boy
that,
breath.
okay, when I do that, it puts a debuff on them. Anyone who damages them that has Ebonmite, their damage gets turned into a shield on them.
Oh.
So basically, 4 people will get a big shield.
Ha! Fuck you, Jam.
So I was getting Ebonmite there for a second.
So you get a big shield if you have a big PP and do big damage.
I mean, Ebonmite. Listen, Ebonmite's gonna pick 4 people every time it's cast. I can tell it to pick 2 specifically, if I need to. But that requires the 2 people that I have to specifically do it to be fucking near me, and I'm not running after you. So
That's right. Stand your ground.
Yeah, or stand by me? Question mark.
You can stand by the healers.
Is there a way I can
Favors
move
DPS
over?
bad news.
Shh. I'm a DPS right now.
oh, by the way, which healer wants my source?
I gave mine to Ash.
Okay,
We have
now
3 healers right now, so you take your pick.
I gave it to Val.
Yeah, there's 3 dragons, so all of them should get.
Val, yell at me if you don't have it.
I got it.
I'm saying if you lose it, yell at me.
No, Vulcan, you're definitely not getting my PI anymore.
I mean, I didn't need it. Thanks though.
I can give you mine.
I was gonna give it to you, and then.
Got
and
you,
then
buddy. We got a better pre-sandal. Don't worry.
Oh, look at that! Ebonmite!
Hey, Lon, can you go augmentation, Lon, so you can get.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go augmentation. I need Vulcan to tell me what talents to pick and how to play it.
Honestly, right now my macros aren't working, so just I need to figure out devastation.
Of course.
So right now you guys should be
Warlock.
on shield after all this.
He doesn't want a fucking PI, that's what I hear.
I'll take it. Yeah.
You just handing them out.
Huh?
Oh, I got Ebonmite! Oh, Vulcan. Did you know you're gaming so hard tonight?
I'm trying.
PI bottom DPS BM Hunter.
Ooh, BOE, suck it.
Fuck you, James.
Fuck you, James. True.
Oh, that's a tier slot too, right?
No, I'm regretting that announcement now.
It's 2 so far.
We finally ate the rich.
We eat.
You know, this does suck that Sunfire doesn't spread.
It's so fucking weird that Sunfire just doesn't spread inherently. Like, it just feels like it should, like baseline.
It just did.
It is spreading.
Not in single target.
Oh, single target, yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't change talents because I'm too lazy as a healer DPS right now, and it's kind of sad.
Well, I only did it because I normally forget to change back this boss, and I fucking did a single target, so... Oh, we do single target for this. Never mind.
We do
I thought it
single
was-
target the whole thing because we pushed it this one.
I almost thought this was mythic for a second. Jeez.
Also, can I get like, I don't know what you normally do. Can I get like a 20-second timer
Helium, what?
for the bosses? Can you get like a 20-second timer? I don't know what we actually do. But... Until I get good at throwing this around before the pull.
Don't worry, I learned on Sarkrath I need at least a 30-second timer to do my pre-ramp, so it's fun.
Sarkrath or zskarn?
Sarkrath, because I was watching I was watching some POVs today, and I'm like, this is gonna pain, because if any of you fuckers pull early, it ruins my whole thing.
Do I even get to keep this pattern for these plans that I looted?
I don't know.
You slipped it on trash?
I'm coming back.
Yeah?
Yes, keep it, it's fine.
Thank you.
Probably
Well,
worth
he come
about the
back.
vendor price.
Yeah, I'm coming back in now.
I mean, I'll just learn it, like, if it's not
Oh.
worth anything. I am a blacksmith, so
I would.
don't...
I mean, check, but they'll
But
probably.
yeah.
Windows just
Somebody
decided to
fucking
just
reset this
reset
bitch.
me.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you saved my pet, Pat. Thank you. My long neck giraffe.
I can't wait when we get to zskarn, and I'm like, yes, I'm weaker. Cool, that's cool.
Pat, do you take the bus first? When we do this?
I'm the only one that takes the bus,
Okay, got it.
or I guess whoever ends up with threat
Are you normally always the first one to take a boss?
generally is.
Okay. You get my blistering scales. Enjoy.
Is that a sex thing or?
Could be.
Mm.
Depends what you're into.
Use your imagination.
Oh God.
Sounds like an STD, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want anything blistering when it comes to sex.
It's or scales, what the fuck?
Now the shield fell off. You gotta reapply it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bloodlust. Heavy cudgel soon.
Go Norris, go.
Heavy cudgel. Collect. Mercenary soon.
Yeah, I don't like the new moon thing.
Dude,
Yeah, it fucking sucks. That thing died way too quick too. Holy shit.
Look at fucking Andy!
What?
He never got out of CDs, dude. That was like the 40-second kill.
So is that like a rank 1 or something?
He was like, let me throw all my ghouls at this.
I think he got the second prescience. I think. I know who got the first one, but I think he might have gotten the second one, or he got. He definitely think he got Ebonite though.
Go Moot for 100 parse.
I rank 1 that?
On a high level, the Jan's parse.
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
6 overall, that's good.
What did I do? What was my damage, like DPS wise?
91. I mean, I'm implying from Max's tweet, but you
Yeah,
should be
yeah,
putting
yeah.
that on people that give you better hooks right now, not the people that it actually.
I'm not stressing about. I'm just trying to just throw shit around and get used to hitting it.
That inherently means that the parses are wrong, though, if that's a thing. That you should be putting it on, like, specific classes. That
Well, regardless, it doesn't work on DKs that well to begin with. Like, because of the parsing, it doesn't read it the right way, at least. At least in the log, it doesn't read it that well.
Hey, come back here, bitch.
Nope. Can't catch me. Can't catch me.
They can't catch me.
Can't catch me.
Hey, you know who else got a 100 for item level parse? Oh.
Great video. Rocking it.
Dude, you didn't even lose your blistering scales on that. That's hilarious. That plus die fan.
There's an ICD on how fast charges get consumed. And you wanna reapply it within 30 seconds of pull because it puts a big shield on me when you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just another thing.
You're not gonna get it now.
You know. There's an 8-second overlap. It's fine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bloodlust. Searing slam soon. Dodge. Charge smash soon. Dodge. And charge smash. Glistening twilight soon. Dodge. Steam flames. So. Searing slam soon. Dodge. Charge smash soon.
So much easier as a DPS.
Rain dead.
I just hit my glowy buttons.
Dodge. Searing slam soon. Shadow lava blast soon. Dodge. Dodge. Shadow lava blast. Ancient dodge. Ancient theory soon. Dodge. Searing slam soon. Dodge. Charge smash soon. Dodge. And charge smash.
At least I'm getting the hang of this stupid fucking moon crap.
The conduit will remain dormant, though we need to restore it.
Look, I don't like these names.
Perhaps there are fresh jars.
Vulcan.
Harvest.
What fucking drops the helm in here again?
I will not. I expect
Nobody?
more of you.
Huh? I'd have to look through all of the boss's loot tables to tell you.
Like a tier helm? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Should be mag, I believe.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
Vulcan was 17,000 of my DPS that pull.
You also got very lucky because I wasn't targeting you with prescient, so you just got the luck of the draw there.
Well, you did say you're his Discord kitten, so.
How do you tell that? In logs or in details?
When
I just did the math real quick. I did 151k.
Yeah,
in
you have
details
to
and
when you look at it in Warcraft logs, if you go into like damage done and then you hover over the actual DPS on the far right of the column, it will break down how much of it was from me.
Oh,
how much from Heaven Might
wow.
and everything. So it'll show you an exact amount of damage and DPS, how much I gave you.
Month got 13k. Holy shit.
By the way, did anybody take a look at the rank 1 unholy DK parse for assault?
Do I want to?
It's 525k.
Huh? Excusez-moi?
It's a 30-second fight.
It's nutty.
Just do better.
Yeah, get you
yeah, they'll do better.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Where do you see it again, Vulcan? In the
when you're looking at like when you have to go to like the damage done section.
Oh, in details. I see.
Yeah, no, not in details. Sorry, in logs, in Warcraft log. You're only going to see the breakdown like that in Warcraft logs.
Okay, so if I click on my name.
Yeah. Then do your damage stun, and then you see like the dots on the very far right. Hover over that number, and then it says it there.
Dots on the very far right.
You only gave me like 2k DPS. Thanks, man.
Well, you never you get Ebonite.
Yeah, the little DPS.
Well, the other side too. You're playing BM, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Warcraft logs has a weird thing
I don't
right
really
now with
care.
pets.
I'm just trolling.
I'm just saying with pets, it doesn't read the way it's supposed to on Warcraft logs with pets. So it's kind of a weird thing right now.
Because I see like a done by source thing. Weighted damage?
Okay, so you see your elemental blast. Go all the way to the right. You see the 22.937?
Yeah.
Hover over that number.
Oh. Yeah, Ebonite was 5 point. Well, I guess shifting sands too, so. Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
Who's healing right now?
Hello, Leia, I think I need your
It
source.
should look like that, and grab it.
Or whoever has theirs on mine.
I had it on you, but then it wouldn't let me put it on you, so I put it on Val.
Yeah, I went ret for assault and.
Oh, that's why it wouldn't let me. Oh, stupid.
Yeah, it's like 9% of my damage or something, 10%.
You have it from lots.
17.
So if you hover, if you hover over that actual DPS number, it'll break down like.
Thanks, Lon.
My buff.
All of the healers have it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to put it on you guys and it just wasn't working. Like it wasn't showing going on cooldown. And I was like, what the fuck?
Form ranks.
After millennia unattended, they have become unruly.
Vulcan, do you like lower like cooldowns at all?
I can, but it's a different build and it's shit. You would have to run around and pick up orbs like a brewmaster monk in MoP. No, the big thing I do is I give you primary stat, a fuck ton of it a lot of the time, and versatility if you're one of the lucky ones that get shifting sands. You'll get 21% versatility for like 12.5 seconds.
So which one does everyone benefit? So temporal wounds apply Ebonite.
Temporal wounds is what I put on the mobs when I do my fucking dragon dash bullshit across the room. You only do temporal wounds when you have Ebonite when that happens. So 4 people are going to benefit from it when that happens. But then you also get a shield at the end of it.
Is it random?
Ebonite can be random, yes, but it will favor 2 targets that have prescience on them, which is what I'm constantly throwing out all the time.
Oh, and that's when you target people for.
I could target people, but at the moment I'm just throwing prescience will just pick randomly unless I tell it to target someone. So at the moment everything's being random, just so I can just at least get used to using it.
Dude, I need to hop on my evoker. This sounds like fucking. This sounds sweet.
Hey Ash, can you turn off?
Like crit.
Can you click
Prescience
off
does,
your
yeah.
source of
It's
magic real quick?
It's like 3%.
Source of magic
But
is
you're-
clicked off.
Your what is it? Your spells have a chance to echo for like 15% of your damage as well while you're pressing.
Guys, holy fuck! I'm so happy about my weak aura I just linked. Well, the screenshot of.
I hate that weak aura so much.
It's so good.
It's so stupid.
What is it for?
My bomb dispenser.
4, 3.
Oh, that's so
2,
cute.
1.
Do I lust on full here?
Yeah.
Okay. Too late. I'm lusting when the boss is done.
Oh, are we pulling them together?
She said no.
I guess. Don't get hit.
Stronghold detonation. Stronghold detonation eruption. So. Shadows convergence.
Go soak.
4. Explosive magnet. Shadows converge 1. Transition plane. Charge smash soon.
I'm lagged out. Anyone else?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. That's fine.
Whoops, sorry. You're fine. It's heroic.
Does this soak split damage, by the way?
The little ones? No.
Conflagration soon. End conflagration. AOE.
Keep forgetting to get that stupid toy.
Right.
Mine never lit up to you.
Charge smash soon. Shadow.
Warlock's gonna have to put a gate down first.
They did.
They're in the fucking gate, you lizard.
Don't need to. I can just fly.
Convergent eruption soon.
So there was no gate.
There was.
Okay.
I'm standing in the fire.
Charge smash soon. Boom conflagration. Shadow flame burst. End conflagration. AOE.
I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that you can't stack the evokers, right?
Yes, you can.
You can't. Okay.
You can't have. I don't think you can have.
You can't.
You can have 2 Ebonmites on you. Yeah.
Oh.
You can have 2 Ebonmites and 2 Presciences on you, and they both stack like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Ah, go crazy. Ah, go stupid. Oh, where is Mr. Torch? Thank you.
Hey Lon, talk to your evoker friend because you're about to lose your PI.
Huh?
He's not giving me my buff.
I don't see how that's my issue.
Exactly.
It sounds like your issue because I'm just gonna stop giving.
I'm giving. Listen, I'm giving the buffs to the people who do the most damage in the group. All right, and you're not one of them, buddy.
Oh, okay. Fuck you, cunt.
It's your wake-up call, you know.
He's shaking too much to do DPS.
This is your wake-up call.
You're only here because you're the GM. Let's be real, you know.
Oh!
Yeah, that's what it is. You're right.
Definitely not
taking
your
all our money.
personality.
Taking our PoE money.
We know you've been embezzling our fucking guild gold, you know.
I just want to do me a
I
solid
wish I
beginning
was,
off
because
again.
I'd have a lot more gold.
It's clicked off Lon.
Ugh.
As long as I, you know, get it back eventually.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
reminded me-
figure out why my weak core is not working.
Someone, I know someone in here plays Final Fantasy 14, so they would know. What is it Dancer that
Yep. Dancer's
I think it's actually Lalafell in the end.
Dancer and Bard are like the big
Bard
ones.
too, yeah. Because I know the way their logs work is it actually breaks.
They don't have logs.
Yes, down.
Yes, they do.
They do. Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
Just kidding.
He was making
their damage system though is a lot more simpler than WoW's.
I also read that like I read that Dancer is like 70-30 and Augmentation is like 30-70. Like in terms of like they produce 70% of their damage and 30% from other people, and it's flipped for Augmentation.
Yeah, they're DPS that have buffs, whereas I'm a buff class that has simple DPS.
Yeah, because isn't it in Final Fantasy everything is basically through potency, which is effectively just like power, like damage.
Yeah, you don't have like, I guess like real crit in there because it's all just off of potency.
Yeah,
that was making a joke about add-ons. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for making a bad joke.
I got. Yeah. No, I think people who've played have got.
You can't get Evan Might anyway, so.
Yeah, the joke for those that don't know is that the logging tool / details equivalent for Final Fantasy 14 is against the TOS, and if you are caught using it, you will be banned.
Ban this.
They might.
It's not that if you get caught using it; it's if you grief other people for their shit DPS. Because
I mean, they can,
exactly. It's
they can.
like
I mean,
community guidelines.
if they have any evidence of you using it, they essentially have the right to ban you.
Right. I think it's this very fine line where they.
If you're using it to be toxic, is the big problem.
Yeah, where they have a no, they do not let people use it to be toxic. Which I'm gonna be honest with you, that was something I remembered in this game for like years when I was younger. But
what the heck, Ash? You didn't
don't
remind
really
me to
see
take my
that,
medicine.
Like, in pug toxicity anymore. But maybe I'm not pugging enough.
It's rare,
James,
but it's
you
rare.
know very, very well that I was definitely totally not listening to at least half of the conversation. You really think I was going to remember anything?
James, stay near me.
You just forgot to tell me to take my medicine, bro.
James, stay near me.
You know, where you at?
I'm just letting you know, stay near me so you can stop crying.
I'm trying. I'm trying to the entire time.
Loth, you've been
But you fucking moved too much.
away.
Why are people in group 8? I can't heal them there.
I have a feeling it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, they're away.
They're not in the raid.
Oh, they're not here? Okay.
Yeah.
5, 4.
I've got a feeling.
2, 1. Bloodlust. Oppressing howl.
Did I fucked up and PI'd myself?
Let's go, Val. Let's go, DPS.
Pump.
Go.
Soon. Infused extendo charge.
What is this charge? Hello?
Oh my god.
It's fine.
Oh, you know what? Only one extra. That's a win.
This man said you
Hey,
would
Volgrim, I got rid of your bleed so you'd survive and help us all.
I did not talent into that.
Thanks. To get rid of my own.
Wouldn't want to see my bestest buddy bleeding to death, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all just gonna take turns stroking Vulcan's ego?
No, I like you too, Lay, because you're playing a scaly boy too.
Let's go. What happens when I swap back to the blue one, though?
You're dead.
You don't like me that much? I'm giving you PI, bitch.
Yeah, but that's because you feel like you need to.
Okay, you can give me PI then.
Yeah, I'm actually
Sounds
ready
good.
if you want to hit me with PI, yeah.
Eruption.
On a 40-second cooldown.
Unstable essence. Soon.
Of course you know that.
As I am tracking my cooldowns, Jams, to make sure I maximize DPS to
My
clear her out as
cooldowns,
fast
yeah.
as possible.
Hour cooldown.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Val too.
No, I love you, Jams.
like
I wouldn't
this
have
boss.
anybody else shake my martinis for me.
Downtown on the phone.
You.
Disintegrate. Soon. Infused explosion.
And me really meant it. He didn't PI me. What a bitch.
Temporal anomaly. Soon.
I'll do it after the charge.
Temporal anomaly.
Ow.
Do it now. He's gonna be dead before the deep breath.
Infused explosion. Deep breath.
It's alive.
You're a stinking doodoo face liar.
If you PI'd me,
Get it,
I'm
guys.
be dead.
British.
Disintegrate. Soon.
Forget, are
We are
doing
going
next?
to Echo.
Sag.
Go
Echo.
to Echo.
Echo, echo, echo.
Nobody needs a zskarn. Except for Blake, and he's not here.
Ash, is it weird having to cast Flashlight?
You haven't fucking put it on your thing, and also you're a tank, so you don't matter. Do you really need it? We can go do it if you need it, but do you actually need it?
It's only his best trinket, but
I was gonna say, I didn't. Do you actually need it? Alright, we're gonna go do zskarn. I swear to God, if you loot sheet doesn't update this, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I think
Now I gotta turn
started
around.
over.
I don't even know how to get there.
So like I took the rope. Where do I go?
Follow me.
It doesn't say you need a trinket. It says 1% upgrade. Fucking put a trinket on there. God damn it.
It says yes trinket on there.
I just changed it.
Your like selections on the loot sheet are kind of
Yeah, they're dumb.
little
Garbage.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to see
there.
the selection?
Anything better, just as long as you come up with solutions so we can bitch about it later. That would be
Perfect. So to clarify, I don't give a shit what you need except for trinkets. So that's the only one that I could put on there, and I'd be happy. So
Can we use fractions? Like quarter?
I literally do not care about any of
I
the selections
didn't-
except for trinkets.
I didn't like the like 1% or like 0.1% because can't submit. So it's like I have to sit there and like I think of like 1%. In my mind equals like major, and then the 0.1% is minor. Is how I don't know. It hurts my brain.
That's probably accurate, but also healer lives don't matter. So
That's so mean. Like, can you not be grumpy?
George, we have a Brit with us. Can you please put it in metric and be respectful?
Numbers are the same in both countries, you dumbass.
I'm looking out for you.
It says it's 1 bottle of water instead of 2 bottles of water.
No, they're not the same because in metric my penis is 9 and in American it's only 3.
that was
That's a good one.
I weigh mine in stones.
How many stone is it?
I don't know. I didn't think that far.
Your willy is 3 stone in it.
Loth, how much is a stone?
15.6 pounds or something.
If your dick is free stone, go see a fucking doctor because you have an issue.
There's
like
people
45
that, like,
pounds.
There's people that like inject shit into their dicks and make them bigger.
Oh,
that's
And
unhygienic.
balls.
I've seen a guy who did that in like Russia. He has like Popeye arms.
Yeah, that dude is gross looking, dude.
His name is not Jameson.
Yeah, I forget what material it is, but they like inject something into like their balls. and penis.
Synthol.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
It's like turning your penis into a balloon animal.
Oh,
There's a surgical thing to enhance your penis too now, but it does not have the best track record of being a safe surgery, so I don't recommend
What,
it.
putting like
Oh, thank
beads
you.
in between like your like under your skin?
No, they literally put like it's almost like it looks like almost looks like a little hot dog bun in surgically, so pretty much permanently, like at least partially hard.
Well, I need to Google this. Like a hot dog bun?
Yeah, it goes around the cartilage. It's already there.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
That's fucking awesome.
So is that like uncircumcising yourself?
No, it just gives you some.
Or is it down the whole like shaft?
Down along the shaft.
You know what? It can't get any worse, so I'm gonna try it.
Jesus.
Hey,
Could get worse. It could turn inside out.
there's a lot of people like because like the surgeries like there's like the number of like failed surgeries is really high with this operation, where like yeah, it's not good.
What's it called? What can I Google? Because I
don't
Google
know.
hot dog bun
I
penis
don't know.
surgery and
Like,
it's all hot dog buns.
Pat, are you a perma
Fun surgery.
The
Is that what you said?
NSA is covering their eyes at that search. They're like, what the?
I was debating to commit to renaming.
Cool sounding.
My Drenai tank in the back of the day was My Little Goat, and I was thinking about renaming to it because it's a good meme name. I used to play Alliance, and I had a paladin named My Little Goat.
What?
Yeah. I bet you Blake identifies very well with that name.
My Little Goat OC?
No, just My Little Goat, because that's all that fits.
Would you?
So my next Google search about hot dog buns and penises, I found Ariana Grande in the
Daniel, go
Google.
back TTS so that my beacon actually does something for being in range. Stop it.
It's like a cosmetic surgery to increase penis length or something like that, and you'll probably find it.
Just joke.
We haven't 3-tanked this on heroic.
20-second would be cool.
Oh, you silly Billy.
5.
Imagine just not joking.
4.
Jesus.
3.
I was distracting him. It's my fault, Wilkrin.
Bloodlust. Unstable embers. Soon. Blast wave. Soon. No. 5. 4.
That makes a line on Mythic.
1. Back on fire trap. Unstable embers. Soon. Shrapnel bomb. Soon. Shrapnel bomb. Unstable embers. Soon. Unstable embers. Blast wave. Soon.
Watch McManus set us up some bombs.
4. Dragonfire traps. Soon. 2. 1. Dragonfire trap. Reinforced defenses. Unstable embers. Soon. Enemy fallen.
Wait, I'm pumping, huh?
Destruction. Soon. Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb. Soon. Shrapnel bomb.
Oh, I'm about to kill myself. There it goes.
What do you mean? You're alive.
Oh, let's go.
Bomb way back there. Going. You come on, McManus.
Unstable embers. Soon. Shrapnel bomb. Soon. Shrapnel bomb. Unstable embers. Soon. 5. 4. Dragonfire traps. 2. 1. Dragonfire trap. No. Unstable embers. Soon. Shrapnel bomb. Soon. Reinforced defenses. Soon. Shrapnel bomb. Tactical destruction. Soon.
You guys are dying.
You're a diamond, Wilkrin.
Jesus, no trinket ever.
Pneuma. What it's called. A little hot dog bun.
I'm sorry, what's it called? You've looked it up?
Let's get a Echo. We don't need to do Magmarex.
Did we activate the skip?
How do
I have
we
no idea.
skip it? Yeah.
Well, we're down
If
here.
we learned anything, is last time we'll just do the trash. To avoid perma combat.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Can we even hop around in this lava?
You can.
Without
can,
pulling the
but
trash?
You're gonna die. Unless you have healers with you.
If you stay really far from the second wave, like you stay way to the left, you won't aggro them. But you have to be like ready on the far left of the platform. So we'll kill the trash, do a reset on the boss because it'll be in the way, and then we'll run through the door.
Oh, there's a video on YouTube. Interesting.
There's lots of those on YouTube.
Got him.
What's a YouTube?
Where you can see butthole.
Oh.
I forgot about that.
He made his
Apparently
mom
penises.
deal the other day.
Why would he
Does it come
apologize
with,
for
like, a little,
spreading ass on YouTube?
You remember the old tennis shoes you used to
it
have that
was-
you pushed the tongue and it would inflate them? Or is that
Talking about the Reebok pumps?
Yeah. Is that what happens with that implant? Do you have like a little thing you carry in your pocket?
Jesus.
No, there's a little key.
I still want to know why the guy had to make an apology video for spreading ass.
Wait, he did?
It's because he winked his butthole.
He didn't apologize. It was a parody off of that one child girl.
Oh, okay.
What boss man?
Or clearing the Alparian right now.
Hi, Mom. I missed you.
Hello.
Hello.
But I mean, he really should have apologized. Like, that was not educational. That was just straight butthole, dude.
I learned a lot from it.
I learned a lot.
I didn't watch it, but I learned.
I was
You just
almost
put, like,
tempted.
You didn't watch it. You didn't
If you
learn
just put
anything.
a 2-second pause in between, this is what my butt.
I do agree with that.
Picture,
Let
it would have been
Magmar
so
spawn
much better.
And then reset it, please.
He winked
make
at
a
me,
good
I winked
point.
back.
He was legit like.
Correction.
You guys,
that-
okay? This is how the boss gets. This is exactly what I said.
Oh god.
We're fine.
We don't look fine. We look in combat.
I'm fine.
James, help me.
Oh, we're good. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate
I
you.
don't know, I'm seeing the
sacrificing your-
dragons here.
Hey, I hate to do this. We can't do this fucking boss.
Why?
Because Norris isn't here.
No, I'm back. I just told him.
Oh,
Oh, thank God.
dude.
Yeah, sorry.
Like, this is the one boss we actually, like, we need you to hit it.
I mean, we could, let me go on my monk so I actually can get it, and Norris can go back AFK, and,
Or 2 drop.
Yeah, the reality is Norris just AFK'd for all of the reclear bosses until we got to the boss he needed. That's what's happened.
Oh, damn it. You got me. I took a power nap.
How was it on a scale of 10?
No, I had a phone call.
Boo. Naps are better.
Form ranks. Form ranks.
Man, Sunfire could be on these mobs, but it's not.
I'd like to be on the healing Aaron.
Oh.
Ooh.
Come on over.
Also, like, you didn't comment on my nails. Do you not like them?
haven't
I'm
looked at
overthinking
them
it
yet.
right now.
You sent it before the poll, and then I kind of forgot about it. Hold on, let me look now.
You think I did a bad job?
Oh, I didn't look at it. Ooh, sparkles. Are those yellow sparkles? Or am I crazy?
Yeah, they're so Allie, it's the Hollow Taco brand. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's a release where like if the light hits it, the yellow or the pink looks like yellowish, and I really like her pretty like the special polishes and shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy I have a version of that because they do like make the nails 10 times better.
Okay, so I've never used the Hollow Taco brand. Is it good?
Yes. I've never used it either, and I tried it for the first time, and it's great. And it lasts fucking forever.
I tend to buy Hollow Taco stuff with Candace for Christmas. It seems to be good.
Wait, Candace actually uses Hollow Taco?
What?
You use Hollow Taco?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I buy like every collection box that releases, like every single time, always.
Respect.
Well, she doesn't get that much, but she does get stuff, yeah.
I have like a whole drawer of their collection boxes now.
I've got all the like stuff that you would think I have. I have like a base coat, and I have a couple top coats. And I've got the, one coat black, which is awesome.
Yeah, I fucking love that stuff. Val, we need to get you hooked on Hollow Taco if you're not already.
Join the cult.
I actually don't have any, but I know I follow her on YouTube. But I go and get my nails done, manicured.
I mean, you can bring the polish and then they can use the polish. That's I use.
Wait, really?
Yeah. So, correction, I don't do it at a brand new salon that I'm going to, but after I've established a relationship to the same salon that I've gone to for a while, you can bring in your own stuff and they'll happily use it for you. Obviously, you still pay full price, but
Oh.
Oh, also visible in the background of the nail picture where the cat's playing with each other.
I like the blurred picture of Mouse.
What the fuck? How did they do that?
Hey Norris, have you tried just like looting the trinket?
Oh, damn it. That easy?
We're getting two of them right
Why?
Kind of embarrassing.
If 2 drop, I'm gonna be sad because I'm not on my monk.
Want to buy a 20-second
timer.
20-second timer.
1. Bloodlust. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't fuck around on this boss. This is not like a fuck around and find out boss.
Five, 4, 3,
Damn.
2.
Transition.
Corruption soon.
I hit the wrong button and I'm not moving.
See ya.
Annihilation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Infernal Heart soon. Shattered Rock soon. Corruption soon. Infernal Heart soon. Red soon.
AoE.
Annihilation. 4, Abyssal Breath. 3, 2, 1.
MCs, come on. Come on. Hoopty, come on. Hit the right target, please.
Infernal Heart soon.
No, because we're gonna be stuck here for a hot minute.
Oh shit.
These knockbacks try and break this wall. Rally this.
I got it.
Those are opening, get through.
Infernal Heart soon. Dread.
Let's get Norris up.
5, 4, Abyssal Annihilation. 2, 1.
No.
Infernal Heart soon. Shattered Rock soon.
Thunder reality.
5, 4, Abyssal 3, 2, 1. Heaven destruction soon.
Heaven destruction.
God.
4, Heaven destruction soon. 2, 1. Reality soon.
Thunder reality.
5, 4, Abyssal 3, soon. 2, 1.
No.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Oof.
So remember when you wanted trinket and
Could I
the
interest
weapon?
you in some gauntlets?
Look at that trinket though. Smile.
Oof.
Do you need a hug?
This motherfucker needs a trinket, not a hug.
I can't do that. I don't have that, but I can give hugs.
Oh, did we not rest my friend Panamic? Here, I go again.
Plonamic, why is your damage profile so much more different?
Then
Glacial Spike.
Yeah, they're back to playing Glacial
Frost
Spike.
completely changed.
Duh.
Also, counter. Is there a universe where you don't play Frost Mage well?
no.
Panamic is Frost Mage, and Frost
Yes.
Mage is Panamic.
Mm-mm.
He's the class rider for Frost Mage. You know that, right?
I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not.
Yeah, but you know what always feels good? Never having to place a rune of power again.
Congrats.
I played my mage in one fucking key and hated that shit.
Oh yeah, rune of power was an awful feeling. Like everything
as soon
felt
as
like
you cast it,
everything felt like it punished it. You know what I mean? No one else felt anchored like you were.
I'm very surprised how long they were stubborn about it.
I don't think that compares to Rune of Power, but
So the benefit, like, it's a side benefit as opposed to getting. Imagine if the only way Spear of Bastion even did damage was if you were standing there. Like, that's Rune of Power. And Rune of Power lasts way longer and is a much bigger part, like adder to the DPS rotation than what you get out of the Spear window.
Because I got 30% buff, right?
Frost?
No, the
Rune of Power.
wait, what is wrong with Spear Bastion? I always thought that was a fun ability to play. Granted, I was a terrible warrior.
Okay, the core concept of it is fun, but the problem is that there's a talent that you have to stand inside of the spear to get an extra 25% crit damage. And it's a very small AoE. And you're in melee, which is usually where the danger zones are. Yeah. And it it hides pretty much every ground mechanic. It is a more
Death and Decay says hello. Or no, Defile says hello.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, but you still can't see. But you still can't see anything under Defile though. Defile covers everything.
Just put sunglasses on.
The file's also a larger area. Spear is like the tiniest little nub on the ground.
I get a 20-second Bolt Air Bleed.
Surely this time he heard you.
Probably not.
I don't know, he was typing. Oh, there we go. I was about to say he was typing to me, so there's a chance he didn't.
It's okay, we're about to get some cloaks, you know?
I think I'm paused.
You're what?
I'm no, not paused. I was paused. Yes.
What does that mean?
You can pause this game?
You never heard that before? Like someone being. I mean, I was lagging. I mean, I was like stuck. Pause.
I'm coming down the hole right now. I bet.
Whoa. Pause, you know?
Like, you don't know what pausing is? Like,
It's getting DI'd. Okay, that's the real pause.
True.
Dude, bring that back.
Bring back
That
DI.
was fun and classic, I will
Seriously.
say. Except I didn't know it killed you because I never played like Paladin before, so I did it for the first time and just was like,
Wait, wow,
why?
this ability seems OP. Wait, why am I dead?
Why am I dead?
Was it
was
always 10
great.
minutes on the person too, or?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they didn't know how to fucking remove it.
Yeah. Fucking bring back DI, please. I love that spell.
Just AoE DI Ragnaros players.
Oh, 21. Nice.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bloodlust. Scorching bomb.
This is another one of those fights where, you know, don't fucking.
Oppressing power. Soon.
No. Pressing power.
Mass disintegrate. Soon. Multi-star. Soon.
Clear. Clear.
Searing breath. Scorching
Dodge.
bomb. Soon.
Scorching bomb.
Multi-scar. Soon.
Dodge.
Searing breath.
Everyone else get hit here.
Soon.
This guy's stealing my fucking calls.
Scorching bomb. Soon.
AoE surge.
Multi-scar. Soon. Blazing blast. Soon. Mass disintegrate. Soon.
Void fracture. Oblivion. Oblivion. Oblivion.
Collect.
Emptiness between
One.
stars.
Such delicious.
Fade. 2. End existence. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Emptiness
Fade.
between stars.
2.
Shit.
1.
Beam.
Abyssal breath.
Under the bus.
Desolate blossom.
Void bomb. Soon.
Void bomb. Collect.
Don't pick these up unless you're supposed to.
Infinite duress. Soon.
Infinite duress.
Void blast. Soon.
Fate.
5. 4. Abyssal breath. 3. Soon. 2.
Breath off the side.
Beam. Abyssal breath.
Void blast. Soon.
Desolate blossom.
Cosmic ascension. Soon.
Infinite duress. Cosmic ascension. Avoid.
Under grip.
Hurtling barrage. Soon. Void claws. Soon.
Hurtling barrage.
Frontal. Watch frontal. You drop this, make sure you go down with that.
Void bomb. Soon.
Stand in this, stand in it.
Collect. Void bomb. Void bomb.
Void blast.
Monty at the bomb.
Yeah, I'm going up.
Sunder reality. Soon.
See you.
In the purple.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Void claws. Soon. Infinite duress. Soon.
Infinite duress.
Cosmic ascension. Soon.
Cosmic ascension. Oblivion. Avoid.
Void blast. Soon. Void bomb. Soon.
I step left between stars. Void bomb.
Void
Collect.
claws. Soon.
1, 2,
Get those, don't
3,
fuck it up.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Hurtling
8.
barrage.
Emptiness
Soon.
between stars. Hurtling barrage.
Void blast. Soon.
Bacon.
Bacon.
That's not legendary. It's kind of weird.
It's okay. There's bad luck protection now.
Oh, reminder for those that people that do have Sarkareth cloaks, by the way, from Heroic, you can upgrade them to 447.
Wait, you're telling me that beacon's upgradable?
No. Cloak.
Cloak.
Oh, okay.
Sarkareth lost himself to his pursuit of power. Now what will happen to my people? Is this
If you got the token, just keep it. Nobody needs to.
his legacy?
Candace, we technically don't need to do normal Sarkareth. We just need to do normal Echo. I don't know if you want to save time.
I don't care.
We probably should then, yeah. We're just doing Kaz and Echo then. I wonder what we could need, Norris.
It's not his fault.
It's not yet.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels. Like you.
No, I will say that Norris offered to, like... he offered some heinous things to me in DMs earlier.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about it.
I hate reclears.
Especially
did I not fucking reset it to normal? I'm stupid.
Can you guys summon me? Summon.
Yeah, don't go in yet. Sorry, this is my fault.
That's alright, it hurts.
It's nearly overwhelming. Thankfully, our champions seem unaffected. All the more reason to stop Sarkareth now. We have you pinned, Sarkareth. End this
Dancing
madness
steel.
before more of your soldiers die. We would rather die than return to subjugation. The secrets within this crucible are ours to claim. With their power, we will never serve again! Our lines are breaking, Sarkareth. We cannot hold them. Permission
Dancing
to suggest
steel.
an alternate tactic? During my time serving Neltharion, I assisted him in creating many powerful elements.
Yo, I just remembered. I just pressed fucking Solar Beam and it was on cooldown, and I just remembered how I went an entire T without an interrupt. Anybody else remember that?
Yeah, I most certainly do.
Can you imagine?
Because every pug that I was in bitched about it.
If you just don't press your interrupt, it's kind of like not having an interrupt.
Can't you just go to like bear form and bash or something like that?
Yeah, because you can get over there in the tree, surely.
Is that what they really wanted like Boomkins to do last year?
It was first tier, but
it's because they weren't speccing this.
It's
like
because the class trees were not built with four specs in mind. Like you cannot have four specs jumbled into one fucking class. Like it just doesn't work.
If we spec to interrupt, we'd lose 30%, and then people would be whining about our low DPS and mythics. We couldn't get in anyway. So
let's get a portal up. Get over to here.
Oh look, it's this guy.
What?
She's a lady.
It's a lady?
Pretty sure Kazara is a female, yeah.
4, 3,
Okay.
2, 1. Bloodlust. Blistering twilight. Soon. Dread rifts. Winds of extinction.
She doesn't say your magic betrays you, so like,
No.
how am I supposed to know?
AoE. Steel carnage. Hell steel carnage. Ooh, AoE.
Or is it your foolish magic betrays you?
Hell steel carnage. Blazing sun.
I'm sad we didn't get like a throwback to her saying that this expansion during her storyline.
AoE. Steel carnage.
Not necessarily at us, but like any NPC.
Blazing breath. Soon. Raise again. High energy. V. Blistering twilight. Soon. Dread rifts. Winds of extinction. Dread rifts. No. Winds of extinction. Ooh. Sa. Blazing sun. Soon.
I should have come on my monk for that to get that dragon.
Do what on your
scale.
monk?
Oh well. Come to Kazakra for the dragon scale.
Sinister forces are awakening. They sense your presence. Father, I am but an echo. I cannot stop intruders
Where are all the
from attempting
parasols?
to plunder my secrets.
It's the true way to get down here.
Arrived, we can ensure no outsider claims what is right.
I don't appreciate that.
Too bad.
I assume you have
No, he yaws. That's what you get.
of this place.
If anyone's interested, I can also provide a similar weak aura for the beacon, except he's holding a piece of bacon.
Oh, that's so cute.
Outsiders must not be allowed to take them from you. Secure our perimeter, Rathian. I will take a contingent down these halls.
There are times when I press, oh, I don't remember the name of the button.
I shall accompany both.
Power life. There we go. And immediately I'm like, saved your life. Nobody else? Okay.
Yeah, me no priestess here.
I didn't spec into that.
There's a spell. It's called Powered Life. And you only get to press it if that person is very low health.
You only press it like twice a fight, dude.
Lay on hands?
And every time I press it, in my brain I say, saved your life. Because it didn't. It saved their life.
Save in Discord next time.
Oh, what is this?
If you gave the healers that power,
We would abuse it. No one would be safe.
You abuse this.
I don't know if I can trust it with this.
Torch, I
Okay,
don't know if
surely
I
we'll get the trinket this time. Yeah.
Torch, I don't know if I want anything, so I'm just gonna open it.
No.
Oh, Mook, I want that.
This guy's great.
Zone of Azure Mud. Form rays. Form rays.
Can you make a weak aura that shows the penis surgery?
That could be included.
And then link it in like general?
Zone of Azure Mud.
You can keep that if you want, Moth, but
Some pictures would require them to download something.
I'm
so
gonna
they can
use
see
it.
They're just
Fucking
gonna
chump
put it in a
change.
box.
okay.
Yeah, rename it like a time event tracker.
Oh wow, we had a bunch of people get rank 1 Kazaras. Normal.
You're welcome.
Do we have to pay
There's
you?
no demon hunter. What are we even doing?
Wait a minute, we don't have a.
You just made every spellcaster depressed.
Okay, to be fair,
without one. You're welcome.
I got a rank 1 against 2 parses, so I'd hope so.
I mean, if y'all didn't notice, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know shit.
I noticed.
Again, I just wanted to say you're welcome.
That's what I was thinking, Casey. He ain't banging his wife. He's at the casino table.
Losing all of their money.
I don't know, man. He's luck as hell on the casinos.
Dude, I fucking blew all of our money when I went to the casino last time. Then again, I was probably seizing, so who knows?
I don't.
You don't?
We getting the
Yeah,
show on the road? What are we doing? We trying to summon?
It's just caster score. Yeah, magic damage.
Gookie, did you jump down into the fire?
I
Because
just
that's what
hate
you have to
you.
do.
Yeah, I just hate everything.
Or not Gookie, Andy, I mean.
5, 4, 3,
No.
2,
Just trying to learn.
1. Bloodlust. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Infernal Heart, soon.
I just noticed something really annoying.
You do 15-second pull timers?
Oh yeah, damn, forgot again. No. So full moon doesn't reset on pull, so I should be queuing up a full moon before pull, which will take it in 30 seconds. That's fine.
It's cool. I'm only asking for 20, so.
Yeah. It's muscle memory. Sorry.
Split up and kill both, please.
AoE annihilation. 5, Shadow barrier. 4, 3, 2, 1. Infernal Heart, soon.
What kind of geometry did you do here, Pat? Sweet.
This is like some 5-head shit to just kill them all.
Infernal Heart.
It works on normal, not so much on the other difficulties.
5, AoE 4, 3, 2, 1.
The boss, favor towards the wall, so we're all in the same zone. Sure exactly what the walls are going to look like here.
Oh no.
Everybody point and laugh at him.
4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4,
You gotta commit, gotta commit.
2, 1.
Y'all didn't commit.
5.
I bet if everyone stayed, it would have.
Oh my
There it
Oh, we
is.
got one.
Oh my god!
I need it.
It's because he sacrificed
Fucking
himself
finally.
to that explosion.
I need
Sacrifice
it.
didn't.
Gobby's free.
Hey, Vlad. Vlad, I beat your damage. Haha.
Okay, now get ready not to use it, Norris.
Yeah, I'm going Destro now. I don't need it.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it.
Watch,
watch for
the tanks.
Tuesday.
Oh, we got past this.
Watch for Tuesday when they nerf it.
Drop down the little crystals behind us.
Yeah, we don't need to do the motherfucker.
Oh. Yeah, we're not doing Sark. Right?
Yeah, we don't need
just
to.
take crystal then.
There's just no need to unless somebody needs normal, but I don't think there's a point.
Dude, I want the cloak that will help me die even faster.
I don't know. Dropping my bolt, and all I could hear was torch in the back of my head saying, "Don't take it. It's a fucking stamp nerf."
I mean, to be fair, we've outgeared the point where I'm super worried about it, right? Also, the fight where I'm super worried about it. Rashok is the fight that it was stupid to wear any sort of stamina nerfs on. Magma X to a certain
Imagine
extent.
doing that, dumbass.
It was like a 200 DPS increase over like my current stuff.
Yeah.
How do we get out of here?
You hop down,
We'll
turn
summon
around, take the portal.
Oh, that's right.
I gave Nemios like 20 key DPS in that fight.
Goddamn, goddamn.
She was going crazy. Blunt, you got 7k. Congrats.
Thanks.
Norris, how do you feel?
So like 5k DPS for you?
He's speechless.
So happy.
Alright guys, we're looking for a new warlock. Norris decided he didn't want to play anymore.
Yeah, I'm going mage now, so
Goddamn.
Nice, good choice, good choice. Arcane question?
Frost, I hear is pretty good.
Hey, what happened to Ellie Shaman? Come on, come on, come on.
Vlad and Andy, I don't know if your add-ons are broke or updated or whatever, but you guys, it just says you're waiting on answers. Dude.
Yeah, it's I keep updating it, and every other boss, it just is breaking. So I clicked pass on them manually, and they all went away. And then it's not like the add-on isn't working for me right now.
Okay. Do either of you like need anything?
No, I don't need anything.
Andy.
I'll relog and see if there's a new version.
Sure. Andy,
there something-
you don't need anything off of this?
Is there something wrong about the Warcraft log stats page? Because it shows like Fire Mage doing giga damage. Is it just like not like?
I think Fire's just broken right now. Like, I
the
think it's
hooks
just
for
really good.
augmentation reading?
Fire,
It's like absurdly better than every other spec in the game.
If they're getting buffed by an AUG, fire is super buggy.
Okay, so the hooks aren't like tracking that's not
they're
properly.
Fire is probably the most buggy out of all of them.
Because like look at
We're taking
those
a break,
like,
right, Candace?
like look at that page, right? Like
link it in Discord. I can't do it.
I couldn't hear you, Danny.
We should take a break. We're doing Mythic after this. Like, we don't have to record today. So.
Okay, let me see.
didn't great talk.
Yeah, I see.
Oh my god.
Right? Like there's something's not working there, right? There's no way Fire's that ahead.
That's wacky, yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I know Fire is very buggy with how it reads the hooks and whatnot. At least assuming they're getting buffed by AUG, which I'm assuming they are.
Wait a minute, Affliction stonks.
Oh my god.
Any class that does a like what is it, like a damage multiplier debuff on something, it kind of gets funky with the Warcraft logs with AUG. Zskarn, let me see.
When we come back from this break, are we're gonna pull Mythics zskarn, like that's the play, right?
He said we're starting Mythic, and I'm pretty sure we're extending, right? So yeah.
On.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on Scarn.
All right, I'm getting up.
Oh fuck.
I mean, it doesn't look too like I'm looking at the number one fire mage on Skarn. It doesn't look too buggy. I mean, the augmentation gave him almost 26, 27k DPS on their fight. They're running two.
That was a lot of fire mages. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're running two augs, so I mean it can get pretty wild.
That's a lot of holy paladins. Oh my.
Well, the thing that it's not picking up either is if he's getting prescience the entire time. Prescience does have a chance to echo when you cast abilities while you have prescience, and it's supposed to do 15% of your damage. And I think it's that hook that is getting weird because of. Well, then it could just be that then. It could just be that then. He also did get 3 PIs in that run as well. Yeah, I see him. I see him. Wonder what it is that makes him do that.
Hey, Mook, are you there? I don't... He didn't use the right lock, like it's not... I'm gonna do mine. Surely this won't turn out badly, right?
Long theater, my good sir. Y'all are on Prague, right, Torch?
Yeah, we're gonna be doing this zskarn.
Yeah, okay. I'll drop in route to go do keys.
I appreciate it. Alright, I'm gonna reset and do mine. Okay. That's a 5 of 9 lockout. Everybody come in.
Do what? Huh?
Lay. I'm married. We've talked about this.
What?
I got back from work, so I'm unhinged today.
Oh, okay. Got it. You can only be unhinged towards my wife, you know?
What?
Do I try the build that I have run forever? Or the one weird build that one person did? I'm literally only one person.
Maybe that one person is a genius.
They are rank 1, so...
I would run the build that everybody else is running and wait a week.
You said try the weird build? For funsies?
One pull.
I will tell you 100% that this is not an output fight from a healer perspective.
That's true. Last time I said I'm gonna try something, we killed the boss, so...
She has a point.
I'm pretty sure you could probably, like, throw your ass in a circle and, like, we would kill this boss as a healer as long as nobody
What?
stands and shit.
You wanted to throw her ass in a circle? Is that what you said?
I said she could. I didn't say I wanted her to.
What do you think I do every raid night? Well, how do you think we killed Rashok?
Honestly, if you were, like, stripped, like, pole dancing while we kill bosses, I'd just be impressed. Like, legitimately.
Hey.
Hey?
But
And
then
I
of
think
course
we
you
should
see.
probably monetize that, honestly.
Did I put my headphones
you
on?
like
My
money?
husband asking someone to pole dance for killing bosses.
He did.
He
said
wasn't
if.
asking her to. He said if she was doing it.
I specifically said if. I did not say, please, dear God, Lay, do that.
We didn't
I
hear
said
that.
if.
The mic wasn't open for
Hear
that
me
one.
out, Ash. Divorce him, marry me.
Good move, good move, good move.
Do
Do you like money?
make enough money for me to be, you know,
Wow.
not have to go
She just
down
went
in
for
my
the money.
lifestyle, though?
Probably not.
Ooh.
Okay, so honestly though, really cool. In my sweet flexible rank 1 parse on Kazara normal, I actually killed a fly in my opener.
Oh,
Dude,
so
I
you're
had some
padding the
fucking
meters then.
damage in the game.
Oh, I guess I'll just die.
He's padding. That's what he was doing.
If we're gonna keep killing bosses in like a minute, I need an on-use trinket. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you fell for the bait.
I'm just gonna onk, you fool.
Oh, I fucking stood up.
I'm gonna run as far as I can and just
Get the fuck away from us, goddamn.
Alright, well, I'm at the boss.
Oh, dude, there's little bats flying around. They look cool.
Hey, no!
Damn, they saw me. Alright, let's get everybody here. Break's over.
They kill everything up there?
Casey, I need you to feign.
Experiments died.
Yes.
We made it.
Wait, how did she live?
Pretty sure she. Well, all the shit went on to me, so she didn't have to.
No, I died and then I onked.
Oh, I didn't die. Easy.
Casey, do you have feign up?
15 seconds.
Okay, just hold on to that for me.
I'm scared.
Let me know when you're good.
For what? What are you doing?
Let me know when you're good.
Oh, I'm good.
I'd recommend staying.
Fucking squash.
Okay, Volgren. Don't need to point it out.
You should just head over here in the corner with me.
I thought Stealth could let me go buy it.
You don't see the giant thing above his head?
Oh, God damn it.
No, I'm too small.
I'm killing all of you with me.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no.
Damn, that backfired, Mook.
I thought I had Vanish up, to be honest.
Oh, let me mass invis everyone.
Look, that's kind of weird. Why does it say you tricks of the trade with me? It's kind of.
Wait, you can do that, Bodemic?
Yeah, it's a talent we can pick now.
Dude, that and mass barrier is so good.
Yeah,
Yeah, warlocks and
So some of us are
just-
stuck on the chain right now. Can we get a lock gate so we can port up there, or?
Help, step raid lead, we're stuck.
I am on my way.
Mook,
I got up here fine.
Oh,
Like,
hell
you
yeah.
guys get up here fine.
Because we're not fucking dragons, okay?
Okay, but it doesn't mean anything. See, he got up here fine. See, he got up here fine. See, he got up here fine.
They don't count. They're not people.
They do count.
I would like to clear trash, guys. Like, can we get all grouped up and can we get a warlock here? Can we get summons going, etc., etc.?
I said
Oh,
they're
think
not
you
people.
streaming?
I said they're not people, and Laura said, "Who aren't people?" And I said, "The gays, of course." And she said, "Well, I'm bisexual, so does that mean I'm like half of a person?" I was like, "Of course." And she's like, "Okay, cool, good to know."
Lonthea, are you streaming?
Loth never streams anymore because he hates us.
You can watch the stream at Ensnared on Twitch TV.
I don't want fucking warrior POV.
Hey, Lot.
Wow, rude.
Lot. Bitch.
You're yelling at him like he's like in the same room, like just facing the other way.
I mean, last time he streamed, didn't it crash his game?
Nah, he streamed last raid night because I watched it.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
He turned it off after y'all killed rashok.
You guys just want me to just like shroud this or something?
Sorry, I had a
It's high, doesn't it?
I had a fire alarm go off for some fucking reason in the house.
Are you streaming, Mr. Lot?
I'm not. I totally forgot to set it up because I was dealing with fucking kids being assholes straight before raid, and
Punch him in the face.
I didn't have time.
Like, what are you doing? Just beat him up.
I can't. That's the whole reason they're in fucking foster care system.
So then you get punched in the face. Heard.
And then I go to jail for child abuse.
Not bad.
Only someone finds out.
Yeah, 4 square meals a day.
You do good in there, you know?
I'll testify for you.
Jesus.
What?
Yeah, but no, I hear a fire alarm going off, and as I'm going upstairs to figure it out, I just hear one of the kids screaming. And I'm like, oh, cool, one of the kids is on fucking fire. And I get out there, and no, it's just my son just fucking screaming at the top of his lungs, fire, fire, fire. I'm like, there is no fucking fire, you stupid little shit. And I hear you screaming at the bottom of the stairs, like...
I definitely don't talk to Jerome like that.
What part of the stairs?
The bottom.
The bottom?
Let's say, I will say, the one time I was actually kind of nervous for us in our apartment complex, I was by myself with all of the dogs. We're only supposed to have 2. We have 3. And the fire alarm started going off, and I was like, oh, it'll shut off in a minute, because like it randomly goes off for like, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds, whatever. And this one just kept going off for like a solid 3 minutes straight. And I was like, am I about to have to drag all 3 of these fucking dogs downstairs by myself?
It's just like the way he was screaming, it was like, it's like when a kid has fucking broken an arm or something. Like he had really hurt himself. It's like I was fucking running up the stairs like a nut job trying to fucking find him. It just turns out he's just screaming in his bed because I guess it's fucking funny or some shit.
Oh, he was practicing the ways of the dolphin.
To be fair, I think it's pretty funny.
He doesn't think it's funny now. He's crying himself to sleep right now.
I bet you he thinks it's a little bit funny.
He's trying to become ashamed.
Because he's gonna think about it later. He's gonna giggle.
Alrighty.
Just like how I'm
let's get the boss reset. So Candace is indisposed for a couple of minutes. She will be back soon. DM. She's supposed to be relaying Pat something. I don't know, Pat, if you're here. Excellent. I can porpa talk till then. So I'm sure that everybody watched the video, but we're gonna go over some basics because I need to fill time anyways. And then whenever Pat gets back, he can talk about the basics that Candace wants to apparently tell. I don't know what they are. So the way this fight works is that there's 4 lasers. You know those circles that you get in Heroic? There's lasers, you have to spread them out. I don't know if Candace wants to use a weak aura for this. There is one that like essentially tells you to go to the far left, the right, and the far right. But the point is you need to be spread out with them and you can't overlap them, and you also don't want to be soaking them yourself. You just need to spread them out. It's similar to Hungering Destroyer and Castle Mathria. I feel like that's a relevant enough thing. But the second change is that there's just more shit on the ground. So the statues just fucking pull everything. That's like a tanking issue. So they're just gonna tank in really specific spots. I really hope you guys coordinated that or something, because there's a very specific like order that you have to go with and like commit to. And there's a couple ways you can do it, but yeah. I don't know if there's any other changes. There really isn't. It's just like you have to kill ads quickly. And we have to, like, it's a whole like group participation thing. You use traps. Hopefully you watched some sort of video. I'm sure you guys saw that at the end of this fight, you're basically huddled in a fucking corner with all the traps around you are activated. As a generic rule, you want to use traps on where we are or where we're going, just to clean up where we are. Candace is typing to me. Maybe I've stalled enough. All right, Pat is coming back. I'm sure he's going to tell you something drastically different than I just said. I tried to keep it as generic as possible.
Are we 3 tanking this or just 2?
We are 3 tanking this. I did have a question to Candace as to whether we should commit to Vlad tanking or me, because Vlad has absences coming up. And if you look at
that's the only thing I was thinking, because I'm worried about that, because I leave in a week and a half, and then I'll be gone for a week.
Also worried about that.
So I don't know if Danny actually brought this up to the officers, but I also offered to put on my tank spec and go over with Grim how to do just the bombs for while Vlad is out, and then obviously we have another healer who's able to come in, but that is also.
As we're filling time, and I'm just Borpa talking, it's stalling. I didn't get a chance to hound Candace for 2 hours before raid with all of my questions, so I have a couple of things outstanding. One of them was the Uyghur thing. One of them was Vlad leaving in a week and a half. I will say, Makunis and Vlad, you guys picked the fucking worst times to leave together.
I mean, normally they do it in August. It's 2.5 weeks early, and it's really fucking annoying.
Yeah, for the record, I'm kidding. I know it's for work, right? You can't really.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
No, they're not committed enough. You know?
Yeah. But yeah, it is funny that Bubble and Bob are not the same CD. It does give forbearance, so they're technically the same CD on the same person, but they're not the same CD on different.
Forbearance lasts 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's only 30
I was gonna
seconds.
say that. So if you don't want a 310 kit, you've got enough bops, and the hunter can do. Okay.
But Pat.
Yeah.
Talk.
Okay, so a general idea of what we need to focus on in this first night on this boss is getting really good at lines, which I'm going to explain once I'm up there. So hopefully,
got you, Poppy.
I'm almost there. Okay. So the boss is generally going to be kept on the outside of the room, right? The way Candace wants to do lines are, do I have a system? Okay, so let's say the boss is around blue. And the raid is around purple. Well, the purple is what we're going to reference as the back of the boss. Okay. She wants you to imagine a big pizza slice going from the boss, where the tip is the boss, and like the middle of the room is the back, like the crust of the pizza. Okay. And the people that get lines are going to go to the left side of that pizza crust, and they're going to coordinate based on the weak aura that she should have sent to Danny, right?
I'm sure it's the same one, but yes.
Yes, and that weak aura essentially gives them, like, I think it's either a number or a left, middle, right sort of type positioning. And she, like, I think it's numbers, and she wants them to essentially become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't remember if it's 4 or 5. Like,
it's 4.
Like as if you're counting by looking at the boss. So 1 would be the furthest left, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and the rest of the raid would be to the right side of the pizza slice, away from the lines. Does that make sense? Danny, when tactical destruction is coming, I need you to be able to look around the room and notice which area is most open. I could generally do it, but it's easier from a ranged position. And you essentially will like call the dragon head that the raid needs to bait at for the center of tactical destruction. Does that make sense?
Okay. So say
Do you
that
know?
again.
Okay. Do you know how tactical destruction gets chosen?
It gets chosen by wherever the raid is. It activates the closest 3.
So let's say like, so when we're placing like tactical, so the very beginning of the fight, we're gonna pull the boss towards green somewhere, right? And slowly slide him around the room clockwise. And the first bait for tactical destruction, the raid needs to be in front of this blue dragon head.
And why do you want? So yes, I need to decide which one we're gonna bait.
Yeah. So whenever tactical is coming up, you need to coordinate. You need to call to make sure the raid groups up at the proper dragon head, because otherwise, like if the range are spread out because of too spread out because of bombs or knockbacks, the same with the melee or too much on the boss's side. If we accidentally get at the tactical destruction at like green, for instance, on that first one, that changes where we have to move the boss, because like optimally we want to go for our first tactical, we want to go from blue to red. But if the tactical is centered on green and he does purple, green, blue with the tactical, it's going to cover red, and that doesn't work because we always have to go opposite side of the room, because tactical takes about 65-70% of the room for its final stage.
Okay. I'm still...
So you just need to be, like, whenever tactical is coming up, make sure you're calling that tactical is coming up and telling the raid what flare to be on.
And I guess the thing that I'm missing, except for the first one because you said it's blue, is how do I know which one to be on?
So you want to be you want to be baiting tactical opposite wherever the most free space is.
Okay, got it. All right.
It's generally going to be almost opposite where the boss is, because the boss is going to be slowly sliding around the room. But like, let's say there's been enough bombs that let's say we're trying to get tactical at blue, but the boss has dropped bombs and pushed the boss a little bit closer to Skull. We still may want the tactical at blue, so you have to coordinate, make sure the call is done so that everyone goes back to blue to make sure the tactical is centered there.
I'll do my best. Hopefully Candace is going to do this.
I'm back.
Okay, golems, guys, are like a big deal. The ads come out like right before tactical all the time, okay? And they cannot be stunned or CC'd in any way after they hit 50%. Andy, do you have slappy hands?
Yeah, I do.
Just you have to hold your you want to hold slappies for ad sets to make sure they get pulled onto the boss and cleave down super duper fast. Okay, guys, when golems are up, it's really important that they're being killed. Like there's gonna 2 will spawn relatively close to the boss and 2 will spawn really far. Or is it 3 now? Maybe it's 3. But like some will spawn close to the boss, some will spawn far.
Do we have a second person grabbing bombs as well, or grabbing?
Yeah, I didn't get onto that, but it's going to be you and Goriella doing bombs.
Okay. Is it shrapnel bomb? That's the one where he drops the 3, right?
Yes.
3 bombs. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing I have to.
That's for you. Yeah, that's for you. And whenever if you like can't get them, like just remember you can call for. Ash can clear with her bubble. Goriel's got his turtle clears, right? So they're like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I've got to take a couple pulls to. I got to slowly turn off the cooldown bars that don't matter for me, so I can not miss it.
That is a perfect segue. Let's pull at this point.
So we're gonna start the boss over here, close to green. Makunis, we want to generally just keep the boss on the wall or as close to the wall as we can. There's a particular move that I'll probably have to explain to you for the technical tactical, but let's wait until we get about that when we get there.
Candace, did Pat tell me to call that because you were indisposed, or am I actually calling that?
Say that again?
Where the tactical thing is. Are you doing that, or is that me?
I'll do.
5, 4, 3, 2.
You probably shouldn't beacon on this. Oh well.
Bloodlust. Ooh. Unstable embers. Soon. Last wave. Soon. 9. 5, 4. Dragonfire. 3. Blazing Dragon. 2. 1.
Left side and right side, remember that. We're not sticking to that. The raid should be on the right. The people with the embers should be on the left.
Do you see where blue flare is right now, Makunis? This is where you want the boss after the second bomb drop.
3.
My weak point is not loaded.
Yes, mine didn't do anything.
So the tactical there is centered on Skull, and you see how this is going to take up a lot of the room.
Last wave. Soon. 5, 4. Dragonfire. 4. Blazing Dragon. 3. Soon. 1. 2. 1. Unstable embers. Trap. On fire trap.
Alright, let's go into my bit.
Candace, is that the weak? Is the weak order that I put the 1v wanted to use because it didn't even fucking load? So.
Yeah, so it didn't do shit for me.
2. 1.
Yeah.
Alright, I will look why it's not loading.
It's the only one I saw that had more than 5 users, so.
Yes, this is the one that you're supposed to use. I just don't know why it's not loading.
Gore, just for now, anytime that a golem dies in the raid clump, there should be it'll kind of end up being 2, it's not always 2. Grab those, and probably the safest thing for now is get this inner ring. If you see a bomb in the inner ring where we're headed, just get that trap and get rid of it. Because I went far and I got the bombs, and then I got 2 traps, but the other 2 bodies I just didn't have enough time to do. I think that should be a good general rule to start with. Have you used the bombs before?
Yes.
Dismantles? Okay.
Yeah, you just have to be like, you don't have to like target anything. You're just next to it.
You have to target them.
Oh, okay.
You have to pick it up and you click on the center of the trap. There's a macro somewhere with like an.
It's got to be left click too. Right click doesn't work. It's really annoying.
Yep. But it does make it a little easier once you get used to it. Because as soon as you click on it, it'll start casting if you're in range.
Yeah, there's no reticle on it if you hover over either. It's really annoying.
I've casted it before. I just must have gotten lucky and somehow randomly targeted.
Yeah, I would say just concentrate on that for the next few pulls, and it will be very second nature very quickly.
I mean, my job is just to keep the middle clear, right? Essentially.
Yeah, so like, you know how there's, I don't know, what is it?
Traps aren't random. Traps aren't random anymore. They spawn, he spawns the 2 closest to him and the 2 furthest from him. And if a golem is ever getting a trap off and like setting one off as a golem, like we're fucking up as a raid. Like we should never let that happen.
Yeah, so basically, if we just got to a spot, you get the close ones. If we're about to move and I can't get the far ones, then you get the far ones too. But I'll usually try to get the far ones that are kind of like on that outside ring or wherever we're headed.
Okay.
Oh, do we have rogue attack speed slow and COE going up?
Yeah, I'll put curse up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you good?
Just to be clear, it's worth it to stack both of those and lose my 3% DR.
I'm going to say yes until we feel like there's not enough raid HPS going out. Then we can make that call if we are running into that.
Love.
The attack speed stuff actually fucks with his spell queuing and works out in our favor into like the order he does things later in the fight. So.
One of his kids must be on fire again.
There was a lot of screaming, I was told.
So, since we're stuck waiting on the first two traps we're trying to get are these two that I'm bouncing between right now, right? And the second trap set we want this one and this one. So you want to like when you take, because you're going to take them before the second trap spawns because my stacks are going to be getting high. Just try and plant them right here between the two. And then as soon as the second trap set goes out, you go stand on blue. The raid will be standing about here in front of this blue head, and then tactical will happen. Yeah, yada yada.
Vlad, do you have the weak ore that you guys used? Did you guys extend this week or?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Like
But did you do you guys use an assignment weak ore for the
we're-
ship?
No, we're extending.
Oh shit. Okay.
I mean, but did you use a weak ore for the fucking?
I sat for that boss because I was in Alabama for half of Prague.
Are you saying for lines, Torch?
Yeah.
No.
It's just if this doesn't work, like there's no reason why it shouldn't load.
It was free balled for sure. Like, it was like there was a plan as to where people should be going, but there wasn't like a coordinated like this is spot 1, this is spot 2, this is spot 3. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. This should work, right? I don't know. We can pull without him. We don't need 19 people or 20 people.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably just keep seeing it, but I just want to say, again, left facing, I mean, this is what we should probably concentrate on. Left facing the boss is where you're taking beams. Right facing the boss is where the raid is. And the raid is not making a coordinated effort to be on the right side. So right now we should all be on the right side. Some of you all are not. Remember, it should now go to the left of where the raid is standing, and the raid shouldn't make it difficult for everyone to do that.
3, 2, 1, 1.
Then we should get back together. Again, there should be a better effort. And go to the left. Everybody go to, members, go to the left. Members, go to the left.
2, 1.
Now you bring directly opposite towards the X flare. Kunis. I'm sorry, no, like I'm praying for Kunis and not this way.
So we're gonna go practice. That's fine. See. Are to the right? Members to the left.
So we'd be positioning in here to get these two that he's on now. I get it right there. Good. And then you pull him down.
Raid should be to the right. First should be to the left. From where the raid is now is not the right.
Shrapnel bomb. Soon. Blazing breath. 3, soon. 2, 1. Unstable embers. Soon.
And then after this, we pull him off of that. Okay.
Last wave. Soon. 5. Blazing breath. 3, 2, 1. 1.
It's gotten much better, by the way.
Unstable embers.
Dude, this is awesome. This is so much better than I remember.
Yeah, than the random ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like you actually get time to pick and see what traps would make sense to disarm.
It worked for me that time, by the way. The weak ore.
It like half worked for me. Sometimes it worked and sometimes it doesn't.
Vlad, did you see the one that disarmed?
To be honest, no.
I disarmed the one that was literally right on red. I don't know if that was a good choice at the point when I disarmed it. I'm not too sure if what you think.
So
honestly,
I only got the thing one time, so I don't know if it was 100% fixed, but I didn't know if maybe the multiple load conditions was fucking with it, so I clicked off the instance type and I just kept the encounter ID one for the load trigger to work, and it loaded for me.
It's definitely loading. Yeah, I think that it's because it's marking the ads, and so the mark isn't going on people. It's looking for the mark on people, if I had to guess.
I like my idea better because it's random.
I just want to clarify one point, and that is like where the people go during tactical destruction. If I'm the boss and I'm pathing across the room, the whatchamacallit, the beam should be on this side of the boss always, right?
I don't know where you are.
I'm invisible by the boss.
Okay, what are you asking?
I'm the boss, and during tactical destruction, I'm going across the room. The beam should be on this side of the boss, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're the raid looking at the boss, like where the boss is headed, right? You want to go to the left.
Agreed.
So basically, like I mean, the idea is that generally always because like you're probably thinking about that set during the second tactical where the problem is very prevalent in timing. You want to go to the boss's left, yes. Like the boss is getting pulled roughly towards Skull. You want to come to the blue side of Skull.
And if we're getting bosses getting pulled yellow, we want to go to Skull.
Yes.
For example. Okay.
Yes.
So just always left.
Whenever you're facing the boss, you should always be going to the left.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time to bloodlust.
We started getting a lot better at the end.
Last wave, sin. No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now bring them to blue.
Unstable embers. Force defenses. Sin.
Just now you can just plant them here until attack now.
3, 2, 1.
Now to that open space next to red.
Unstable embers. Sin. Last wave, sin. 5, 4, dragonfire.
What is happening here? Oh, did you bubble taunt?
No.
Don't unspec bubble taunt. Play.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I thought it was out of range. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay, we can go.
The boss.
Alright, so worked for me that time. I did not get a mark.
Shrapnel bomb. Sin.
To be fair, honestly, he was actually using the far left, right, or you just walking over there and finding the spot and sitting in it.
Yeah.
I'm just finding
That's
a
what
spot.
I mean. Fuck the weak aura. I mean, it's not. What's helpful is go to the left and then find a spot where you're not overlapping with.
The fuck the weak aura?
Huh?
Huh?
I'm sorry, I'm deaf a little bit. What'd you say?
Oh, I said delete the weak aura then?
Yeah, delete the weak aura. Fuck it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's not activating until 45 seconds in.
We can die. I don't know if you guys heard me
We
say
could
that.
solo it. We could do it. I believe. I also believe I need a repair bot right now. I'm sure I missed one, but you know.
Jeeves is on the way.
Oh, Jesus.
Why?
Never mind.
Might also be a thing where not everyone has it that needs to have it. That might be fucking it up.
I'm already taking it off.
Yeah, I heard deleted it got yeeted.
There's a cheese behind the group. Use it and repair your
nice.
gear.
Thanks for being useful, Gems.
About time.
Go suck.
What?
Nothing.
Say it, Gems. Fucking say it.
Nothing.
But also, thank you, Moot, because I realize it's now yours and Gems are still fucking useless.
Quite.
You know what? You know what, you're gonna lose your PI real fucking quick.
No.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'm 2 minutes now. If you could just pass it over here.
I'll take it. I can use all the haste.
Isn't Warrior like a meme of a PI target?
It's like super good on execute for the haste, but opener's not too bad.
Fury Warrior is literally tied with Prop Warrior right now for PI.
5, 4.
I'm also playing arms.
2, 1.
Yeah, it's way better for arms.
Bloodlust. Unstable embers. Sin. Last wave. Sin.
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
Unstable embers. Sin. Tactical destruction soon.
Blazing breath. 3, 2, 1. Shrapnel bomb.
Unstable embers.
Back updated wrong, just a heads up. It's important that people get called to go to a flare.
Dragonfire trap. Blazing breath.
3,
soon.
2, 1.
Unstable embers soon.
Sorry, Panam.
Shrapnel bomb soon.
4,
Blazing breath.
3,
soon.
2, 1.
Unstable
Keep him in that
embers
pocket till he does his
soon.
traps. And pull him
I'm
out.
dead. If somebody wants to disarm a trap, oh, Live got it.
Blast wave.
Please go to the right, everybody, please.
4.
Move off in the golem, please. Don't stand on it.
Soon. 2, 1. Unstable embers soon.
Eight on purple here, please. Taxing.
We're still going to the right. I don't understand why people are still to the left. Like, I shouldn't have to remind you, go to the right.
Tactical destruction. Unstable embers soon.
Tactical destruction.
We're going to, I can't even tell the fucking marker.
Shrapnel bomb.
Updated wrong again.
4,
Blazing breath.
3,
5,
2,
4. Dragonfire traps.
Still need you guys to go
Unstable
to the right, like, it's almost
fair, the space there
That
was
was
fucked
my
because
fault.
the-
I was the one bottlenecking, and I apologize. I didn't realize.
I don't
mean,
think,
like,
no.
Candace, I don't
definitely-
understand what you mean by the right and the left when we're flipping sides so often.
I also don't understand.
Like, that's why
I did say to the right there, but I meant the left.
No, I mean, like,
I thought you meant.
Which-
Yeah, I thought
it's a
you wanted
circle.
like,
Like,
the
left and right doesn't
Candace,
make any sense. when you
Candace,
flip a circle.
correct me if this is how you're thinking it, but I think it's, or if it's not how you think it. I think you're calling it based on if you're in the dead center of the room, looking towards the boss, towards the whatever side the boss is on, right? Like it's always to the boss's left. If you're in the dead center of the room, based on where the boss will be when the lines go off.
So is it like in Sylvanas where everything was oriented like standing in the center looking out? Is that?
I think that's what Candace wants to do.
Yeah,
Push
I
back.
mean, that is correct, right? If you're in the middle and looking at it, you're always going to have a left and a right if you're in the middle, like where he is right now.
Yeah, you should always be. I mean, the boss is always on the outside of the room, right?
Yeah,
So you're
confused
always.
They're
like, your
confused
left
when
and
the
your
boss
right is
flips
flipping.
the side of the room.
Like, we're flipping our left and our right, like, literally all the time. Like, what's our... Sorry, I get that you don't like when I do this. What is the motivation behind grouping it into one side?
Because it makes it very clear where the beams are not. So it's making it like, okay, the death zone is on the left and the not death zone is on the right. And if those people get more than one debuff because we've got people just like putting the beams wherever, and our instruction is like, hey, just don't stand in the beam. I think it's hard enough to see the beam targets and where they're standing, and if they're too far away, that people are going to get clipped by the beams, and we're going to have more deaths to people standing in the beams twice and dying. If we clearly delineate a zone for people to stand in, excuse me, where they can go take their beam, no one else needs to be in that zone. It's just for beams.
So the beams are going left, correct? I just want to make
The
sure.
beams are going to the left. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. But
So it's the left facing, like the outside of the room?
outside of the room. Yeah.
Outside of the room.
I think where people are getting confused is once you start running to the side of the room with the fire all in the middle, the boss isn't on the side of the room.
So,
it kind of
so the one that is probably most confusing is when the lines are assigned while the raid is at purple, but the boss is going to end up close to skull, and the left side flips. So in that case, it's going to be where the line has to go when the boss stops moving. The boss is going to stop around skull, so you're going to be going towards the blue, right? Because like when we're at purple, the left is towards red, but
okay,
switches.
The problem right now is that we're not doing it. Like, I'm having a hard time.
What they're asking is when the boss flips, when we go from one direction to another, is the left flipping as well? Is what we're asking. Because that's where everybody's getting confused. Is we think because the boss is now turned 180 degrees, are we on the left, or are we left, right? It's what I'm trying to say.
When the boss flips, the beams flip too.
Thank you. That's what we were trying to ask.
Yeah.
The beams flip too when the boss flips, or my brain?
Yes, it's okay. It's left where the beam is, like based on where the boss is, when the beam is going to time out and actually shoot the laser, not with where the boss is when you get assigned.
I think that this could be beneficial. Could we get a boss reset and then somebody roleplay as the boss? Yeah. Actually, I'm the boss.
Okay.
Come be the boss.
Can we hit you? Huh?
Boss starts at purple.
Boss is at purple.
The beams get assigned, but the beams get assigned, and the people with the beams would be on this side that I'm bouncing now.
And now when he goes towards Skull,
you shroud.
And when he goes towards Skull, we're going to be on this side.
Yeah, we'll roleplay the movement in a second.
Time to analyze your threshold for pain.
5, 4,
So, move across the room.
I'm moving across the room.
Essentially, everyone's still going to have these beams, but as the boss comes to this side of the room, everyone's going to come to the left side of the boss, where I am now. Mook is the boss.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
Because this is where you're going to be when the beam actually goes off, right? The boss, because like you can assign the beam over there, but the beam's not going to shoot its lasers, go off until the boss is at Skull. So when the laser goes off, you need to be on the left side where the boss currently is when the laser happens. And Makunis and I are going to be as responsible as we can here, that when lasers are within 3 seconds of going off, we're not going to be moving the boss.
Okay.
So I have a question then.
Yeah,
I don't know
understood,
if the overlap with the the skull splitter thing and then the knockback happened at the right time, but I guess then we're aiming the lines and getting knocked back into where the skull splitter thing is.
What is the skull splitter?
It's
the tactical destruction.
Yeah, the
big AoEs from the statues.
Yeah.
Okay, so that last pull, I think tactical got baited on green instead of on purple. So the tactical was baited wrong, and normally the space that you would be getting knocked to would be safe.
All right.
Because what happened was, you see, like this dragon-headed blue.
I got
this
it.
Was this was one of the attacks, and that normally green would be the furthest to that side. Please ask questions if you're confused on this boss. It's like when it comes to like movement and positioning on this boss, like that's kind of the fight. And if you're confused by something, it's just like just ask so we can try and explain it. Because unfortunately, everything on this fight is named something explosive, so the names can get kind of confusing.
Yeah, I think people just need to see it more.
Yeah.
Like you're explaining stuff and it's still a bit nebulous because no one's really pulled it.
I think the first like 50 pulls of this felt like the biggest trash pulls ever, and I hated it.
That's a big word.
5, 4,
Nebulous.
2,
yeah.
1.
I don't know what it means.
It means like way too dank.
Oh, okay.
Last wave soon. 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Debating tactical at blue, lines go to the left side. For the lines to go off. Now move. Going to that little free spot near red here, because the little free spot like right along the wall. Keep moving.
So take your lines towards the middle of the room.
Oh, I missed time my divine shield.
So because you want to race straight to here, where the boss is now. This is the goal.
Someone battle res me. I'm in the back by square.
Got you.
Thank you.
Careful with lawns.
Well, you guys move to the right.
3, 2, 1. Unstable numbers. Blast wave soon. 5,
4,
4,
3, 9, 2, 1.
1. Unstable embers soon. Drag on fire trap.
And pull the boss out. I'll get to the left here.
4.
Get to the left. Think about where your beam is.
2, 1.
Now a tactical's gonna happen.
There's a bomb inside of one of the traps that I can't get to.
Attack. Do we bait it right? Okay, we did.
4,
Blazing breath.
3,
Blast wave
2, 1.
5, 4,
No.
unstable 1.
With your meager capabilities, this was the only
Goriella.
What's up?
Try and so when that move right there, we want to have at least one spot near Skull that is clear all the way to the wall. If you can try and make that happen with one.
Okay, I was a bit unsure of where to disarm there, like right before there.
Yeah, yeah. So
that
like,
helps.
so before that tactical, if you can clear up like this block or this block, like one
Clear
of
the
those two.
knockback to the wall, yeah.
Yeah, we want it, so if we can get the boss all the way to the wall, then everyone can stand right here, and the knockback will not kill you. Will not kill you by, or will not push you into tactical.
Is Norris and Lonth are getting PI'd at the start every time, right?
I'm definitely doing Lonth. I don't know what Candace is doing.
I
don't know.
wouldn't worry about the damage right now. We have.
It's just me learning my opener. That's
Okay.
That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting the right people.
You can give it to me.
Nope.
Dude, I'm slamming. Just from my knowledge, Vlad, are you like bubble soaking the first set of bombs, or?
Yeah, I'm bubble soaking the first set, and then I'm trying to Ardent Defender the second set. And
Gotcha.
the third set, I should be able to do Guardian of the Ancient Kings, and that's then I should be able to bop the fourth set. It just depends on how far away they are.
Gotcha. Okay, I was just curious. Would it not be more beneficial to maybe do like a bubble soak on like the second one, or?
It doesn't really matter because the DR that I'd be getting is more than enough. Mostly, it's just the dot that it puts on you afterwards. Like
I'm just saying for the shitty ones that could potentially end up in like the lava pools or something like that.
Yeah, I can save it.
I have no idea. I'm just like sitting over here spitballing and thinking.
The problem, well, I don't know, I guess there's probably enough time to get them after the vents, but they spawn when you move, and then the vents come out. So I get, that's why I'm gonna rush that one.
Gotcha.
5,
Poor
4,
Vulcan.
3, 2,
Time.
1. Bloodlust.
Okay.
Blast wave soon.
No.
5, 4, dragon 3, 2, 1. Dragon fire trap. Unstable enemies. Defenses soon. Tactical destruction soon.
4,
Blazing breath
3,
Dragon bomb
2,
soon.
1.
Get the lines. We go.
Unstable enemies soon. Blast wave 5, 4, dragon 3,
No.
blazing breath
3,
1,
2, 1.
I'm pulling along the wall. Swing. Beautiful.
shrapnel bomb.
Pull them a little bit more because we want these two to go off.
2, 1.
Unstable
New numbers are coming out now.
Blast wave.
Four.
Blazing breath.
3,
4. Dragon
2,
fire traps.
1.
Unstable embers.
New embers.
Left where the boss is now. We're baiting this next tactical at purple, so make sure we group there after the lines go up, okay?
That you should be on the other side.
Tactical destruction. Soon.
Tactical destruction.
Now pull them straight to like where Skull is, like that little square next to the right of it as we look at it.
3, 2, 1.
These lines get to the left. Oh, okay. That move has to be real quick. You have to do like the monk stuff on that.
It's okay on the swaps if we have to improvise. Everyone just needs to work together.
Everybody needs to like. It needs to be a concerted effort. The golems matter more than anything you can attempt to kill on this fight. Nobody tried to kill them.
I think we're just learning one thing every attempt. I think that's where we're at.
At least me and Torch are, at least the Starfalls hit them, I guess.
4. Dragon fire traps. Soon. 2. 1.
We can die. We can die if that wasn't heard.
This was the only outcome.
Is there any way we can get the golems more grouped, Andy? Or is that not possible?
Yeah, we should be
for you?
gripping the
No, I
fars.
had an early death there. That's. But yeah, I'll try.
I think I can play a more Shadow Crash build so I can get more dots and shit like that.
No, we should be planning to grip them, and the two far ones should be gripped.
Yeah.
But like again, you know, it's good to note like that we should make improvement, but like there's a lot of things to learn very quickly.
Candace, did you see my whisper?
No.
Oh shit, since Val's not here, who my source of magic to? Realize Val's not here.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm still trying to figure out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I thought I
just,
had
like-
a grasp of, like, I thought I had a grasp on what's going on with the tactical destruction and where we're moving the boss, but.
Yeah, I just noticed
I'm
I had to
getting
run
lost.
pretty far in line of the embers and I didn't realize it was going, so I was like, oh shit.
I'll try and vocalize a little bit more here.
No, I mean, like, I just don't understand why we're doing what we're doing.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Because this is not what I've seen. That's what I'm getting confused by.
Ooh. Unstable embers. Blast wave. Soon.
No.
5, 4. Blazing breath.
3, 2.
The embers are up, by the way. Sorry.
Unstable embers.
New embers. Now.
Tactical destruction. Soon.
Why are we moving him? Explain to me why we're moving him towards the middle of the room.
Do you want me to explain right now, or do you want me to wait?
Until afterwards. But I want to make sure my question is heard.
Blast wave. Soon. 5, 4. Dragon fire traps.
3, 2, 1.
Unstable embers. Dragon fire traps.
Embers are out.
Shrapnel bomb. Soon.
4,
Blazing breath.
3,
Soon.
2, 1.
Do I need to say when they're going to be detonating?
Unstable embers. Soon.
Yeah.
Okay, that
I
would
have
be
a weak
harder.
lure for that if you wanna.
Oh yeah, I'll take that next.
Let's.
Blast wave. Soon.
4,
Blazing breath.
3,
5,
2.
4. Dragon
Knockback.
2, 1. Unstable embers. Soon.
New embers.
Dragon fire traps. Reinforced
Blazing
defenses.
3,
Soon.
2.
I think it's this movement that's confusing.
Tactical destruction. Unstable embers. Soon.
Tactical destruction.
Shrapnel bomb. Soon.
People baited green again.
Blast wave. Soon.
4.
Blazing
Yeah,
breath. Soon.
it's
4.
I mean,
confusing.
this tactical is wrong.
Soon. 2, 1. Unstable embers. Soon.
Dragon fire traps. Shrapnel bomb. 4. Blazing 3, 2, 1. 4. Unstable embers. Soon. 2. 1. 4. Blazing breath. 3, soon. 2, 5, 1. 4. Dragon fire traps. Soon. 2, 1. Unstable embers. Shrapnel bomb. Soon. Shrapnel bomb. Soon. Dragon fire traps. 4. Blazing breath. 3, soon.
Okay, so the idea is before tactical, we want the boss a little bit closer to the middle of the room because there's lines going off and we want the people to be able to so the first tactical, the first rings are spawning and about to go off before the lines go off, and you never want the boss moving while lines are about to pop because that's how you kill people. So we're pulling the boss preemptively off the wall a little bit so those people with lines aren't at risk. And this also allows the raid that don't have lines to just be right on the boss's tail, which guarantees that you get the tactical that you want.
I think that's the issue. I think that the raid is not stacking up in a location. And I think that that's the difference between what I'm seeing in these videos. Remember how we were talking and I said, hey, looks like there's a fuck ton of markers and a lot of positioning we have to memorize. And it's not just marking the heads. It's because there were interior markers and shit like that for people to go stand on. I think that is what we're missing here. Is generally the raid is calling to stack in a location when the tactical is going out. And that's what you're talking about. You're saying the raid can go stack on the tail. But we're not doing that. The raid's going all over the fucking place.
So
yeah. I mean, nobody's calling it, right? I was actually going to start calling that just to get you in the hang of it.
So...
No. I mean, I had to learn what the fuck's going on.
So trap 1 happens, and then trap 2 happens, and the boss is brought to blue. There is a set of lines out. They're going to go on the green side of the boss, which is the left from the middle, and the rest of the raid stands right here. What this does is this makes blue be the center of your tactical destruction, and then we go to red. The red is going to be the safe side.
Can we just slow it down a little bit? Can we do that one more time?
Sure. I just need a reset on the boss then.
I got it.
Candace, I don't know if this would help you, but
I understand it.
Okay,
but go ahead.
First explosion, you just stack on here. That's it. The rate you just need to call a stack for the first.
I know. I get it. That's why I put the marker there. So but just say it one more time so I understand it. Please.
So there's 2 sets of traps that spawn, and then the boss is dragged to blue. People with lines, while the boss is being brought to blue, go to the left side of the boss, which is where green is.
You're putting in a little bit too much detail. I don't need that. Tell me where the boss is going, then tell me where the boss is going to move again, and then where the raid needs to go.
The boss is going to blue. Lines go on the green side. Raid goes on the star side.
And that's when we're trying to do what? I don't care about anything unless we're going to be moving the boss.
The tactical destruction.
Okay, we're facing. Okay, great. So what about, we're on the other side, same thing is happening. What happens over there? Same thing, we're phasing, tactical destruction is happening.
Yes,
we have the boss on red, so purple. Around red.
Purple.
On purple? It wasn't on purple, it was on red.
No, it was at purple.
Okay. Where should the raid go?
The raid should be, the boss was right about here. Okay.
Yes, I agree with that.
And then the raid should have been in purple, lines should have been towards red. Because left from the center of the room would be here. And that's what we all agreed is how we were doing the lines. Right?
You mean correct?
No.
Yes, correct.
That is how we agreed.
That is how we verbally agreed on what left meant when we were setting up line positioning.
Yeah, I mean, I can visualize this, but I do feel like there's still some confusion on exactly what left is left, because it changes. Anytime you change positioning or the way your camera is going, your left is changing. And it is Josh.
Yeah, I think the way that it's fine. I mean, like, the way that I was envisioning it, maybe just like I heard one thing and you heard another. That's all. Like, what I'm thinking is you're in the center, looking on the outside. You're always in the center.
Yeah, left is determined
outside
by the holy god standing in the middle of the room, and left is always based on looking at the boss from the dead center where I'm standing now, and then going to the left.
I think that the problem also is. I think that the problem also is like the way that I'm seeing people pull the boss is that the raid is always facing the outside of the room. The stack is always to the outside. The boss is never in the middle, and we're looking at the boss.
If
like
you
I'm
want me
looking
to
at these pulls.
replicate something, though, you need to link me something to
understand.
replicate.
I understand.
No,
I
Candace,
understand.
At least you have to pull him from side to side, right? Like you can't.
I'm just explaining what I've seen. Okay. So we can go ahead and pull again, but I'm just saying that what I've seen is that the raid is usually in the middle of the room, not standing and stacking on the outside. I think that's also confusing, like, so everyone's just splaying out around the boss. But I get it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bloodlust. Ooh. Unstable. Last wave. Soon.
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They're exploding.
We want to get on star.
Unstable.
We're not
Boss goes to
painting.
blue, boss goes to blue, and the raid goes to star. Lines go to the green side of the boss.
Everyone on yellow.
We leave the boss here until the lines go off, and now move.
We're heading to purple.
Red. Red. Right now. And then we'll move along the outside of the room towards
No. 3, 2, 1.
Unbreakable embers. Travel bomb.
4,
Blazing breath.
3, 2, 1.
Embers are coming out again.
Embers. Soon.
No, there's gonna be a knockback in 10.
Last wave.
5,
Blazing breath.
3, 2,
Dragon
1.
Unstable.
Here's the knockback.
Knock me to the bomb!
Thank you.
Beam. Dragon heads in 12. We should be stacking on purple.
Reinforced defense.
2, 1.
Unstable embers. Soon.
Tactical destruction.
Travel bomb. Soon.
4,
Last wave.
4,
Blazing breath.
3,
4,
2, 1.
1. Unstable embers. Soon.
Really? I have to be that
Embers?
far in?
Yes.
I'll rotate into this like open spot here that I'm at. Goodness. And color in these two squares. So golem under.
2,
I'm ripped.
1.
Unstable embers. Soon.
Did that movement make sense?
Yes.
4,
Last wave. Blazing
3,
breath. Soon.
2,
5, 4.
1.
Dragon
So when we
trap.
go from blue to red, do you want the safe people to move to purple, or are we still going to red with the bombs going farther to the left?
Can you explain what the safe people means?
The raid that is not the
bombs.
embers.
No one
Right.
should have lines right then, because lines just went off when we make that move.
Okay,
Lines-
so bombs go out and then we stack on star, and then that's when the tactical eruption or whatever comes out, and we all
Yes.
run to the opposite
Yeah,
side,
the-
which is red.
And the lines detonate right as that tactical is starting, so no, everyone can safely move across the room to X.
No, I wasn't able to be rich.
Look, what I do know is that as long as the bombs are going to one side, it's gonna be okay. Like right as we went into the last phase, the bombs went to the wrong side, right? Which is fine. And the raid went to the other side. It was fine.
Did they? I thought the bombs went to the correct side. Like, weren't the bombs on the star side of Skull?
I was when I got
not
there.
in that spot. Not in that spot. Like when we were stacked on purple, there were bombs on the wrong side.
Oh, okay. Were there? Okay. I just don't remember them.
And this early on in the prog, like we can, if you're already over there on that side, for me, like I had to stay on the one side because if I tried to pivot to the other side, I would have killed more people than staying on the side that I was on. So I just stayed.
I think what I'm really trying to get at is it's okay as long as the raid is on one side and the bombs are on the other. And I think that we are acting flexibly enough where it doesn't matter if it's perfect as long as we try to adapt to where people are standing.
Yep.
That's not the point of your strat, though. If I can't rely on people to be over at left, then why are we doing this in the first place?
Danny.
It matters later.
Go ahead, just pull the boss.
We just gotta get used to, like, we gotta keep doing it, and we'll just get used to doing what we need to do in certain spots, and then we'll be fine.
I mean, that's fine, but if I'm expecting the right to be safe and it's not,
4,
like...
3, 2, 1.
I'm trying to encourage people to be flexible, like when something goes wrong, which I think is a good thing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No. 4, 3, 2, 1. Trap.
Unstable reinforced defenses soon. Tactical destruction soon.
Move to the yellow.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Shrapnel bomb. Unstable embers soon. 5, 4, blast wave soon. 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1. Trap.
Embers.
Shrapnel bombs
4,
blazing
3,
soon.
2, 1.
Two beams.
Embers soon. 5, 4, blast wave soon. 2, 1. Blazing breath
3,
not
2, 1.
Shrapnel bomb. Unstable embers soon.
New embers.
Blazing breath
3, 2, 1.
Back on purple, which the boss is.
Tactical dispersion soon.
Embers should be on the other side.
Just grab the boss after he's over here.
Go to the other side.
4, blast wave soon. 2, 1. Blazing
3,
breath.
no,
Blast
2,
wave
1.
Unstable embers soon. Back on fire trap. Embers.
4,
Blazing breath
3, 2,
Shrapnel bomb.
1.
Unstable embers soon.
Another failed test subject.
5, 4, blast wave. Blazing
3, 2, 1. No.
Traps soon.
Okay, that pull was people getting knocked and attack. Was that like that was like all the deaths, right?
Yes.
That was like 6 deaths, yeah.
But it was largely because the bombs were going in all directions. The raid was afraid to move. And so people were waiting for the bombs to get out of the way. When we are on purple, the left is to the right of the middle of the room. Like, you're looking at the middle of the room. You're gonna go to your right. Because that is the left from the center of the room.
I mean, the worst case, you're gonna make a definitive move, and then we can react to you. But if you're pitter pattering.
Oh, they didn't get together, right? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
they didn't get together.
Well, that's
And
what
so
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying definitively, right? Like the people that are not understanding this, at that one specifically, if you're not understanding what the left and the right is, I'm telling you what the left is. It's to your rights because you are going to be on purple. The boss is going to be in front of you. You need to go to your right, yours, because you're going to be facing the boss. Does everybody understand? Let's get going.
Even if you're wrong, just make a decisive move. Do something instead of just standing there.
Well, they decided. None of them moved.
Yeah.
It wasn't the right choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, do something.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to
Bloodlust. Unstable embers soon. 5, 4, last 3 soon. 2, 1.
No.
Flashwave.
4,
Rising ground.
3, 2, 1.
Red on fire trap. Unstable force defenses soon.
Get on yellow. Unless you have embers.
Destruction soon.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Shrapnel bomb.
We're moving.
Unstable embers soon.
Embers are going to go towards the fire on the outside of the room.
4 last wave 3 soon. 2, 1 fire traps.
No.
Rising ground
3,
soon.
2, 1.
Unstable red on fire
soon.
traps.
New hazards.
Shrapnel bombs.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Unstable embers soon. 5, 4 last wave 3 soon. 2
4,
blazing ground
7,
1
3,
shrapnel
2,
traps.
Try to make as much room for them as you can.
Unstable embers soon.
Red on fire traps. New hazards. Another failed test subject.
4,
Blazing
3,
ground
3,
All of you are on the wrong side of things right now that have embers.
Tactical embers
Just die.
soon.
Tactical destruction.
Shrapnel bomb soon. 5, 4 last wave 3
4,
blazing ground
7, 3,
soon. 1
2,
shrapnel
1.
soon.
Resilience to extreme temperature.
Unstable
Another stab at explaining this is that the way that she wants it is anytime you switch directions, so like anytime that we move the boss and you start moving backwards from where you were, you need to flip the way your left and right is. It flips every single time you move backwards. So that's why when we move from blue to purple, you're flipping your directions. Your left and your right have now changed. Then when we move from purple to blue, which is what we just did-ish, you flip it again. So your left and your right have flipped. It flips every single time. It flips about every 30 seconds. And I think that that's the confusion, right? So you guys were on your previous left, the embers, whoever those embers were. But we had just moved, so you needed to be on the new left because it just flipped. Yes, that is correct, because they were on the old left. You needed to flip. I don't know. Did that help anybody? Like, it's...
I can't be the only one who thinks that this is really fucking confusing.
It's not that it's confused. It makes sense, but the problem is if you've got fucking ads running around like retards in the background, we've got to move for that. If there's a bomb in the way, you got to move for that. If there's a trap that's not picked up properly, you got to move for that. It's not always going to be perfect.
Yeah,
That's all I'm trying to say is arranged anyway.
I concur that I'm spending more time running instead of DPSing. I have stuff to do, and I'm trying to get to the left instead of doing it.
So I know that pull sucked for me, but the last couple pulls, like, we're trying to kill ads, but they're just running around like crazy. It's hard.
So just for clarification, go ahead.
Of course, if I use these words, does this help people? Bombs are always counterclockwise of the boss. Does that make more sense to people?
Yeah, but the boss moves, then it goes. a
You're,
little
yes,
bit
when you're
left, right?
okay. When I say lines, I mean when they pop, when they shoot off that laser, you are counterclockwise of the boss.
So we're always at 11 o'clock, essentially.
If you view the boss as being at 12, always yes.
Boss is always pointing at 12 at the tanks. Bombs go to 11. 10, 11.
Yep.
That helps.
Then why was the group wrong on that
Thank you.
white but blue?
Thank you.
Because okay.
So like the boss is like there, right? Like it's always counterclockwise. So because you had like if I'm the boss, so like the boss is right here, and then the bombs are right here. But if you look at it, because this is your boss. If this is your 12 o'clock, this is your 11, right? From where you guys are standing right now. But the way that they did it was this is your 12 o'clock, and this is what 1 o'clock. They went to 1 o'clock. That's why it's wrong.
Well, aren't we opposite? Are we behind the boss there, baiting the?
Yeah, we're at purple.
Because you're always looking from the middle out. That's what we said. You're always looking from the middle. So you're not where you think you are. You flipped it.
That's right. I forgot we're doing it that perspective instead of always, no matter what, facing the boss from out in.
Yes.
Okay, because if we were doing it that way, then they would be correct.
So like you're always just thinking like, you know, you're here and no matter where the boss is, so if the boss is here, you go over here. If the boss is where I am, you'd be here. If the boss is where I am, you'd be here. Like it doesn't.
Wouldn't that support Candace saying that we're always stacked in the middle then?
It is, but you have to stack at specific points to bait stuff.
Yeah, true.
Also, the range need to run around like fucking idiots to go kill the ads. Like it doesn't.
That's
like,
a different.
There's a lot of movement in this fight.
It's a different problem though. Like, I think that the ads is a problem that's solved with making sure that they're pulled in.
That's not gonna work though, because they stop CC at 50%, then just run around like nuts. So if we don't burst them down immediately, they're gonna just be opening traps all over the fucking room.
Yeah, we have
That's
to
the
go
problem.
that's that, Candace. Like we have to go catch.
And with one DK, it's hard.
Sounds-
We can do it, but
I mean, it also sounds to me like we're probably not putting enough DPS into them, which makes sense. I mean, like we're still trying to figure out the positioning.
yeah. Because there's a couple people not touching them, but again, we're learning, so it's not like a crazy thing.
Especially now with just what we discovered. Because I know I was like, wait, why was that wrong? But oh, out, in instead of in, out.
I mean, the thing that helps me is really when we flip the side of the room, like the bombs are always gonna go, or the embers are always gonna go where they always did go. So like, we're on purple, and we were like moving our embers over towards X, where the fire was towards the edge of the room. You're always still gonna go on that side until we flip the room again, and then you're always gonna keep going to that side. So anyway, let's pull the boss.
Five, 4.
After this, I will link
1.
the reference video that I'm using. And you guys can kind of see it in action.
5.
Although they're doing it differently than we are a little bit. Like the positioning of the boss.
Blazing grass. 3, 2, 1. Unstable energy.
Go ahead and get on the yellow.
Sin.
Alright.
Blazing grass. 3, 2, 1. Shrapnel bomb. Unstable embers. Sin. 5, 4. Blast 3. Sin. 2.
I'll ask you something. You can
Fire traps. 3, 2, 1. Unstable embers. Sin. Shrapnel bomb. Sin. Blazing grass. 3, 2, 1. Unstable Unstable embers.
New, new embers.
5, 4, last wave. 4, blazing 3, 1, 2, 9, 1.
Oh heck! Don't get knocked into shit.
Unstable embers. Soon.
New embers. Get stacked on purple. Stay on that side.
3, 2.
Where the embers are now, the next embers will go. We're gonna flip though. Like we're gonna go the other side. Here come the dragon heads.
5, 4, 3,
So now you want
You would flip.
Okay, now you want flip. Okay, got it.
Yeah, you would flip to the other side.
Got it.
So that last Ember group was correct.
It was split, but
It was split.
some of you
Maybe
were
you're on the wrong side.
Yes, but also no. I was on the wrong side.
Not sure.
Also,
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
if you're
to
ranged,
exactly
please
who this-
don't like get on top of melee. Like you're making it much more difficult for the melee to like wiggle around you.
Unstable embers. Soon.
New embers.
Shrapnel bomb. Soon. Shrapnel bomb. Dragon fire traps.
Ooh. 4,
Blazing
3,
soon.
2, 1.
Yeah, this boss hurts like a motherfucker.
Getting this upcoming tactical is going to be at X.
Reinforce defenses soon.
Shrapnel bomb.
Tactical
Get on X.
destruction soon.
4,
Blazing
3,
soon.
2, 5, 1.
Last wave soon. 2, 1. Unstable embers soon.
And then these embers, you're gonna. We flipped now. Look where Candace is going. I have flipped to the right side. The correct side.
Blazing 3 soon.
Because he's gonna end over the. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, if you see where my body is, it's where he would have ended because that was the free space. And then Candace is counterclockwise of me, which is exactly where you'd want to be.
No, so you talking about?
God, we were already almost
people
out of
having
space. Holy
embers,
fuck.
or
Yeah, with the lines as well, because like what happens is like there was one
So
point where they were.
if we're on the right side, you have to be on the opposite side. Like you don't have a choice.
No, I had Ember too, but like I had 3 like ranged people just like literally have their lines literally on top of me, and I had to like go all the way to the right side when I'd already planted myself on the far left side, right? Because we're not following the weak core anymore, right?
Correct, but like we have the ability where you can have the circles overlapping each other.
So I'm not talking about the circles. I'm talking about the lines that comes out.
He's actually talking
like,
about lines coming out. He's
yeah.
saying melee's getting cucked.
I'm getting
range.
clipped a lot if I don't decide to like swing all the way to the far right so I can avoid all the range players' lines. Because like they're going super far left and I'm already planted far left, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Like that's the issue that I'm experiencing a lot of the times if I'm getting Ember and then having to deal with the line as a melee player.
Range just needs to be.
I will say, as range though, it's easier for you faster for you to move out than us to move because we're far out.
He's just saying that if you're.
I get his point. I'm just saying.
Keep an eye on people.
I'm just saying that I already positioned myself to be in a place, and then you guys are just like clambering in to be in my like line of path, I guess. Like I'm helping you guys not having to move as far left.
Basically, just be mindful.
Yes, yeah. I feel like that's good advice. Let's pull the boss.
Yeah, we're all good. We're early. We're early in pulls. It's not a big deal.
It's a hard boss.
Yeah,
and it's the same mechanics the whole fight, so it feels frustrating. But once you guys all get the mechanics, the fight that's it. It's just DPS track.
The hard positioning encounter. That's what everyone needs to be focusing on.
4, 3.
Just take a 5 check. We're all good.
Bloodlust.
True that. We're all getting real spicy real fast. We don't need to be.
Unstable.
I don't.
5, 4. Last wave.
What was that, Din? You mean spicy?
1.
No, I didn't think he was being that spicy.
Oh, I don't.
I don't think so either. I'm just saying in general.
Is that spicy to the left or to the right?
Yeah, to the left.
We're going on yellow. Spicy is on the yellow.
Tactical destruction. Soon. embers soon. 5, 4, last wave soon. 2, 1. Non-fire traps. 4, blazing ground 3 soon. 2, 1.
Oh, get a blood.
Is there a
I
healer
can't.
that can like play mid range to help me?
There are
'Cause sometimes if the things are dead,
I usually
can't
can,
generate holy power.
but I had Ember, so I had to be mindful of that to not fuck over.
No, that's fine. I just.
I usually
guess,
run
like,
out
a
to
name-
you.
I didn't know like who to call for, and I didn't want to just.
Yeah,
like,
call
through
me,
people.
because usually I go out to you anyways, but bad timing with Embers.
Okay.
And call for my bark skin.
Unstable embers soon.
New
Because
embers.
sometimes when I'm trying to get the bomb, I don't have enough holy power to keep walking myself.
Get on purple.
4, blazing
Bragging on the wrong side.
1.
That's okay. At least he was away from people.
Tactical destruction. Shrapnel bomb soon. 5, 4, blast wave soon. 2, 1, 3, 2.
I can. I'll
gotta
call
tuck
if I
in.
need help getting the bombs, Makunas.
Unstable
Like, I don't understand. Like, we gotta tuck in there.
Everyone's got to be right on the boss's butt for that pushback so it doesn't kill everybody.
Like, even the bombs. Like, some of the bombs just were, like, standing too far out. You gotta tuck in.
That pushback's really spooky because it's like right as the third tactical's popping. So you gotta be right on
The line coming out from the circle is not as big as you think it is. It's not as big as the circle.
I'm not worried about the line. I'm not worried
So-
about the line. I'm worried about cleaving the circle.
So I have a question, because I was the last bomb to get there. I couldn't go over unless I'd run over the other people at Ember, so I had to stay there because I think there was bombs, like fire traps around us. So it's like,
That was my point that I was making. There were people
Yeah.
that were just like stopping. It was like, okay, you need to keep going. If you're in front, you gotta keep the bus rolling. The rest of us are behind you. Beep beep. Is that the point you were trying to make?
no, I was just asking for like, what do I do in that situation? Because
You complain after the pull and you say, hey, you gotta keep moving. You know, beep beep.
Can we? A small request, like not to be too nitpicky, but can you stop calling the lines the bombs?
Who's saying that? Me?
Everybody is calling the lines the bombs.
Yeah, I would just say Embers.
There's actual bombs, and like if I have to call to help get the bombs, then no one's gonna know what I'm saying.
Yes. The lines are called embers. For everybody, embers is the name of the mechanic.
So I have two questions then. For that particular set of for circles, let's go circles. We didn't have enough
embers.
space on the left side to have 4 spread next to each other, so we had to stagger them. So
You gotta like do like a Z situation. You gotta get like 2 people that are like closer to melee, and then you gotta like zigzag them. You know what I'm saying?
So to be clear, that doesn't work because if we're not all melee, we just die to the knockback.
That's not what I said. I didn't say all of us in melee. I said 2 people in melee.
Yeah, that's
and then
what
2
I'm saying.
people
That's what I'm
zigzag
saying.
behind them.
Your understanding is probably.
I heard
Okay,
I heard your
sorry.
statement. The 2 people in ranged are going to die. So all 4 people are in melee. How do we fit that if they're all on the left side?
Oh, we just have to get closer. I mean, like we were so
There's
far
no
away.
space, Candace.
I mean, there has to be a way.
Yes, it's going to the right side. It's spreading out. Anyways, I have a second question. So in the beginning of that fight, there was an ad that was loose, and it was on the left side. And because we're baiting all of the lines to the left side, I'm just getting destroyed by them. But I have to go like kill the ad. So what do you want me to do?
That's what I was saying earlier.
Because I have to go to the left, but all of the beams are on the left, so I'm guaranteed to get fucked up.
I mean, the answer is we need to find a way to stop that ad from going crazy because all the ads cross the room. So all the ads are supposed to be crossing over essentially the middle area, like roughly, and they shouldn't ever really leave range of like the middle of the room. So I think damage just needs to be better on. I think melee need to be more cognizant as to when the golems are passing the melee and understand that the melee need to hit them because right now it's only ranged on the list, and like Nemios and Angrathus did a little bit too. Like I understand the melee are not going to be more damage than the ranged, but like you need to show up there. You know what I mean?
Do you want to pull again, or are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
You guys.
For the record, Candace, I'm not trying to be difficult. I just legitimately, I do not understand how to do your strat and do the mechanics of the fight. It doesn't make sense to me. There's not enough space for it.
Well, the problem is, you've got a healer who doesn't have to attack those ads, so you gotta have like our input or something, I guess, or however you want to word. Because me and you are going to be doing the most damage of those ads, period, right? Like, just because of Starfall.
That isn't the question, but yeah.
Is it prevalent enough for me to warrant playing sub or outlaw on this fight to have any ad damage?
No.
Okay.
The ads pass through the boss very quickly, so the only thing you could really do is if you have a kidney shot up, there's always one ad that pretty much spawns at the boss immediately. If you stun that ad and just get one done so that Goriella can pick up that fast, that's a huge help because it lets everyone else focus on the ones that are far.
Right.
But it's just like it's a big ranged problem, and there's not really a.
You mean the one that's really passing like through and sitting in like the what?
Yeah, essentially like, and this isn't like a golden rule, but there's almost one that always spawns where the boss is standing and passes through to get to a trap. Because by that point, all the traps on the outside of the room are on, so they're gonna run further inward. But the range just kind of have to realize it's gonna suck, and you have to chase those ads down. Like I only have so many interrupts to stop them from turning on traps.
Normally, I've seen like warlocks, for example, turn and kill the too far ads.
Yes.
Because Boomkin, like we got to do 2 dots, 3 dots, another global.
No,
so that's,
yeah, it isn't like you need to defend what you're doing. You're doing great ad damage. It's just like it's a concerted effort. If they're still up, then people have to chase them down.
Well, no, I wasn't defending. I'm just saying like it's. I think we need to put like a varsity class on the far ones because I think that's. Because we can take care of the ones running through if the back 2 are dead. I think would be a little easier.
So, I was just trying to review to answer the question. The difference here between the strat that I'm looking at and what we're doing is that they're using a gateway. So they're eliminating some of the movement problem as they're crossing, and their embers are able to get in position immediately and quickly to deal with the mechanic. And their raid is going to the right and basically hugging the wall. They're like getting the fuck out of the way of the Ember people and letting them do whatever they need to do towards the left side. So
what's
that's
the cooldown on the Warlock Gateway once you take it?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. So
it's 90 seconds.
Sure. I thought it was 2 minutes.
It shows it's 2 minutes as your debuff, but it's 90 seconds.
Yeah, cool. We could do every other, or does that line up with the things?
I think you can do every other tactical you can move with the gateway. But so the first tactical is pretty safe. The second tactical is really spooky because there's a knockback right after it. But the third tactical, the knockback actually happens in the beginning of it, so you can use the knockback to push you out of the tactical. And it's actually really easy to do the third.
Yeah, because the left side is easy for me to figure out, right? Until we move around and I have to run for an ad or something, and then I come back to the group, that's when I get confused. So I just need to like PowerPoint or something.
I think we just need a little bit more focus on the ads maybe, and like once everyone's really doing everything they can to help with them, I think the ads will be less of a stress on you and be fucking with your positioning.
I really didn't think that this would be that confusing, but
there's a lot. Okay, just to be fair, I understand this. This is confusing, but also, you know, all 8 videos that I watched of like how-tos on this, and the one that I have isn't a how-to, by the way. It just looked the cleanest to me and the most organized. Every single video has like this PowerPoint presentation necessary on how you're going to move throughout the encounter. This is a very sensitive movement encounter. If we didn't have to memorize this movement, we'd have to memorize a different fucking movement.
Well, here, can I ask a silly question real fast?
Yes.
Can we not have 2 people go left, 2 people go right, and the whole raid stays in the middle, and that way half the raid doesn't have to fucking move?
Sure.
That'd be way less movement, right? Or
That is particularly useful on the second tactical. The rest of the fight, like, it's pretty chill to just like however we want to do it.
Agreed.
But the second tactical, I totally agree that the raid should be stat like, so the boss moves across the room and there's a knockback coming and the third tactical is about to pop. The entire raid needs to be on the boss or they're gonna get pushed into the tactical. So the laser targets or the ember targets want to be on the left or the right of the boss, and the rest of the raid needs to be right on the back and get pushed towards the middle of the room.
Because, for example, that last pull, Skull was full of the fire traps, so we barely had any left space, and that's why the positioning was bad. So in that case, if we had 2 people go to the right side, it would have been fine.
Actually, a symptom of a different problem. Like, we actually have a problem with having more traps right now because our golems are staying alive. So it's not also that we're making this more difficult for ourselves because we're learning it's like this stuff is just going to happen early on. Like, because the room isn't as clean, we've got a bunch of crazy stuff happening, and once like more people understand what needs to happen and are clear on it, like then the damage on the golems is going to increase. People are going to
we'll just get more
understand how to stand. Exactly. Like, a positioning encounter requires like a mental memory of exactly where you're going to have to move every time, and you have to memorize it because you have to know, okay, I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go there. There's an order of operations, and that is how this encounter is no matter what strategy you use, period. Like, you just have to know exactly where you need to be throughout the fight.
I should be doing a lot more damage to the golems, but I just wasn't comfortable with the fight, so I didn't do as much as I should.
I'll explore other strategies if I mean, like, if I find one that's simpler than this, that I feel like is going to be better, then we'll change the strategy.
Yeah, I don't. And the reason I'm even suggesting stuff is because my previous guild, I've got like 100 pulls on this already when it was random, and our guild like fell apart because they get pissed at each other. So that's why. And then
you said his guild fell apart because they got pissed at each other.
Yeah, the guild kind of fell apart.
They got pissed at each other.
We pulled like 100 times on this boss, and it was all random, and like you couldn't fucking kill it.
Yeah, it's not an easy boss. Like,
no, I just meant the main things that's fucking us is what you're talking about, the left or right or whatever you want to do it, and the ads. Period. The end. Like that's the hardest part. Once we get that down, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, you just gotta control what you can control, and then outside of that, you just kind of play.
I think we're also like we're getting hyped. I mean, this is what I was really trying to say when I was saying people are getting excited. Is we're like trying to put too much pressure on ourselves too early. Like,
correct.
we're in the learning phase right now, and everyone's just like, oh, we need to be getting farther in the fight. Well, that's not how this is gonna work. Like, this is gonna be like a, we figure out we figure out 10% of the fight. Oh, everyone's got it. We go to the next, figure out that 20%, then we go 30%, 40%, right? And each time we hit one of those choke points, like, our damage on golem is going to go down at the 40% mark, while we're still trying to clear that hurdle on how to get from point A to point B and what we're going to do with the overlap on the 3 mechanics that are happening at that time. And then once everyone figures out that movement and what they need to do, then all of a sudden the golem damage is going to go back up, the boss damage is going to go up, and then we're going to get to the next choke point and the next choke point. So we're like really talking about this stuff really early, and I think that we just need
the boot way before the foot.
Yeah, and I think it's good that we're talking about like what needs to happen, but we all just need to be like more chill about it.
I'll tell you guys that the second tactical, the time right before it and the time like through it and right after it are the hardest parts of this fight.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, and that makes sense why they're doing, right?
Yeah, we're going to have wipes here because it's hard. It really is, and it sucks. But like after we've seen up through Tactical 3 with most of the raid alive. Tactical 3 is 2/3 of the way through the fight timer. So
proc?
yes, like the like we're doing very well for having 15 pulls on this boss.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at people making mistakes on these mechanics on pull 15 of a positional intensive fight.
What if I wanted to be mad though? Like, fuck you, James.
If I'm not disappointed with people, I'm not allowed to be mad at people.
Oh man.
Yeah, fuck you, Vulcan.
Hey, you guys know what else helps? Having a demon hunter buff.
Yeah, I mean that'll also be helpful, but I mean it really won't change much for.
It's gonna help with the golems because they're mostly killed by range.
Like it will definitely help.
All right.
The Warriors take that dragon breath shit talent on this fight.
Candace, did you see my message?
The dragon breath talent for Warriors, whatever the fuck that's called. The
Dragon roar or thundering roar, the knockdown, like the bleed.
I can't remember. Hold on a second, I'll look at it.
Are you talking about like the 45-second AoE damage cooldown that you run instead of Blade Storm previously?
I think so. It fucks the ads up, is all I'm saying. So that would help too when they're passing through. Anyway.
But
Candace, can you look at my message before you get off?
Don't do it.
Calm down
Don't
for
do
a
it.
second.
Power play him. Don't do it.
Either way, good job tonight, Evan. It's confusing, but Pat is right. We are seeing a decent amount of the fight already. Also, congrats to Norris on finally, not
Becoming
having
an
training
actual
wheels
fucking
anymore.
Warlock.
I'm out of jail.
You're an actual warlock now.
Now, if you guys need me, I will be trying to peepify all of my weak auras.
Hey, Druis. Druis.